Eh bien, bonsoir tout le monde. Ou du moins pour ceux qui sont présents, parce qu'évidemment, nous avons encore des problèmes avec le live, un petit peu comme hier. Donc, je vais essayer de les résoudre. Mais au pire, bah, ça fera du contenu pour la chaîne de VOD. Ouais, c'est vraiment pas de peau, parce que déjà hier on avait soucis, et ça me casse un petit peu les pieds. Pourquoi il est pas content? Si jusqu'à présent j'avais pas de problème, et maintenant j'en ai. Bon, je vais essayer genre de redémarrer mon ordi, et on va bien voir. Hop, à tout de suite. Tac. Tac, et normalement nous revoilà. Mais je n'ai pas l'impression que cela ait changé grand chose, et ça m'embête profondément. Ah si, c'est bon. Alors je ne sais absolument pas c'était quoi le problème, mais visiblement il y a plus de problème, parce que visiblement sur mon navigateur j'ai bien le retour du live, donc ça c'est ok. Je vais juste vérifier que je m'entends bien. Ouais, c'est bon. Ok, donc ça c'est bon. Donc maintenant, tac, voilà, comme ça c'est beaucoup mieux. Let's go. On n'aura pas le même problème qu'hier soir, et c'est tant mieux. Enfin hier soir, hier après plutôt. Oui, parce que du coup, pour ceux qui ne le savaient pas, et d'un autre côté je ne peux pas vous en vouloir parce que ça s'est un peu décidé au dernier moment. Hier, en milieu d'après-midi, début milieu d'après-midi, j'étais en live. Sauf que de 1, il y avait personne. Ça, à la limite, je peux pas vous en vouloir. Je veux dire, on était un vendredi, en plein milieu d'après-midi. A priori, il n'y a pas beaucoup de monde qui est connecté. Bref. Mais donc, le truc, c'est qu'il y a quand même des gens qui étaient quand même de très gentilles personnes qui voulaient effectivement voir le live, etc. Sauf que moi, nouille que je suis, en fait, je me disais, j'ai pas de retour caméra sur ce qui me sert globalement de Stream Deck. Ce qui me sert de Stream Deck, c'est littéralement mon iPad. Mais je me suis dit, c'est pas grave de pas avoir de retour cam. Jusqu'à ce que je vois en message privé sur Discord des messages de personnes qui voulaient effectivement suivre le live et qui m'ont dit en fait il n'y avait pas de stream, enfin ça passait pas, enfin voilà. Et du coup quand j'ai appris ça j'étais en mode Ah, donc j'ai stream dans le vide? Bah, triste un petit peu. Mais du coup, je suis rassurée. Je suis rassurée que du coup, le problème ne soit plus là. Que le problème ne soit plus là. Et donc, du coup, le programme de ce soir, quel est-il donc? C'est que donc du coup, bah, j'allais dire, pour ceux qui n'étaient pas là hier, mais même si vous aviez voulu avoir la foi d'être là, bah malheureusement, vous auriez pas pu assister. Et c'est extrêmement triste, et c'est même triplement triste. Parce que hier, il n'y avait pas beaucoup de monde. C'est un premier point qui peut être un peu triste. Mais à ça, encore une fois, je peux pas vous en vouloir. Deuxième point triste, j'ai streamé dans le vide. Ça, c'est un peu triste. Troisième truc qui est très triste, je n'avais pas activé le son du jeu. Donc, pour ceux que ça intéresse, la VOD est d'ores et déjà en ligne sur la chaîne YouTube. Et il y a régulièrement des moments où je ne parle pas. Parce que je veux laisser au jeu la possibilité de parler, de s'exprimer. Sauf que si on n'active pas le son sur OBS, bah, ça crée des gros moments de silence, etc. et tout. Donc bon, c'est dommage. Mais du coup, je vais quand même essayer de vous faire un résumé de ce qui s'est passé hier. Donc hier, qu'est-ce qui s'est passé? On a lancé pour la première fois le jeu Slay the Princess. Et globalement, on a fait... Moi, je les résume comme des runs. Parce que, du coup, pour expliquer un petit peu, le jeu, c'est... on est là pour tuer une princesse. Sauf que ça se passe absolument pas comme prévu. Et en fait, ce que moi j'appelle une run, c'est que globalement, le jeu se découpe en chapitres. Genre chapitre 1, chapitre 2, chapitre 3, etc. et tout. Et en fait, le truc, c'est que, arrivé au troisième chapitre, en fait, on rencontre une sorte d'entité qui, en fait, veut collecter les différentes princesses qui existent dans différents multivers. Globalement, je peux pas mieux résumer que comme ça. Et donc, du coup, hier, ce qu'on a fait, c'est qu'on a fait globalement 3 runs. La première run, on a joué vraiment l'idiot de service. Genre, vraiment tous les choix étaient orientés pour genre jouer le plus idiot possible. Et donc voilà, deuxième run, on a joué un petit peu en mode j'en ai marre, je veux pas, je boude. Vraiment, on était en RP boudage. Et la troisième run qu'on a fait, on était en mode youpi, mangeons des papillons et chions des arcs-en-ciel, la vie est belle. Globalement, c'est à peu près ça le résumé d'hier. Et donc du coup, aujourd'hui, on va du coup continuer le jeu. Pardon. Et continuer le jeu et essayer éventuellement de le finir. Parce que de ce que j'ai pu en voir, le jeu dure à peu près 4h30, 5h, un truc comme ça. Et hier, on a joué à peu près 3 heures. Donc, je pense que ce soir, on termine. Et après, on verra du coup ce qu'on fera pour la suite. Mais sur ces bonnes paroles, je vous propose de lancer le jeu. Ah oui, et du coup, j'en profite pour du coup réitérer. Admirez donc ces magnifiques overlays que j'ai fait moi-même. Ils sont beaux, hein. Non, blague à part, ce que j'expliquais du coup hier en live, c'est qu'en fait, j'étais persuadée qu'en fait, il marchait pas bien les overlays. Parce que quand je faisais des tests sur OBS en faisant des enregistrements, etc. et tout, le timer qui est en bas à droite, je pensais qu'il marchait pas parce qu'à chaque fois que je changeais de scène, bah, il se réinitialisait à chaque fois. Et donc du coup, j'étais un peu triste. Et donc du coup, c'est triste. Bref, alors on va lancer Steam. Déjà, ce serait déjà une bonne chose. Parce que du coup, avec le redémarrage, je n'ai pas repréparé mon bureau. Et je sens que je vais être tellement paniquée que je vais pas arrêter de faire des allers-retours sur mon navigateur juste pour m'assurer que le jeu il est toujours là, juste pour m'assurer que le stream il est toujours là. Ah là là. Bon, tac. Je vais donc lancer le jeu, activer l'audio du bureau. Tac. Hop. Allez le jeu. Allez. Hop. N'hésitez pas à me dire aussi au niveau des réglages du son. Ah oui, c'est vrai qu'il faut cliquer. J'aime vraiment beaucoup ce message. Hein. Quelles que soient les horreurs que vous aurez, j'ai pas eu le temps de lire. Ça langue. Donc du coup, on va continuer. Alors, donc du coup, nous en étions... D'accord, vous êtes ici pour le cirque, etc. et tout, et on s'était arrêté là. Ok. Donc, si on résume, on lui a apporté la sauvage, on lui a apporté la fantôme, on lui a apporté la toute petite gentille, toute douce. Donc, honnêtement, là, je sais pas trop dans quelle direction partir. En vrai, un RP qu'on n'a pas fait, c'est de foncer dans le tas et de la tuer direct. Ça, c'est un RP qu'on n'a pas fait. Du coup, je vous propose de choisir l'option. Génial, j'ai toujours rêvé d'exécuter une souveraine. Viva la Révolution!
That's the spirit. You make your way up the short path to the cabin. You'll find the princess within. We're not going to go through with this, right? She's a princess. We're supposed to save princesses, not slave.
Ah oui, et du coup, j'en profite pour expliquer aussi à ceux qui connaissent pas le jeu.
He doesn't know what he's talking about.
Du coup, on a la voix du narrateur qui nous dit qu'on est là du coup pour tuer la princesse. Sauf qu'en fait, du coup, en face, il y a plusieurs réalités dans lesquelles il y a plusieurs princesses différentes. Et nous-mêmes, on a plusieurs voix intérieures qui en fait dépendent de nos choix, des choix qu'on fait, et qui en fait représentent un petit peu des personnalités. Et c'est pour ça qu'il y a eu un moment donné où j'étais en mode, en vrai, titre pour la VOD, je mets deux schizophrènes amoureux et un narrateur pour tenir la chandelle. Voilà. Comme ça on est à peu près tous à jour.
The interior of the cabin is almost entirely bare. The air is stale and musty, and the floor and walls are painted in a fine layer of dust. The only furniture of note is a plain wooden table. Perched on that table is a pristine blade. The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right.
Et pour votre information, vu que je sais que certains n'étaient pas là la dernière fois, je laisse un petit peu là sur ce début, parce que là on est clairement sur le début d'une run, mais du coup je laisse du coup la possibilité à ceux qui n'étaient pas là de découvrir les dialogues. Et après, par la suite, on les skippera parce que on les descend.
You take the blade from the table.
On les connaît
It'd be
normalement.
rather difficult to slay the princess and save the world without it.
Et la musique est coupée.
The door to the basement
C'est pas
creaks
normal
open,
que la musique elle soit si
revealing a
inquiétante tout de
staircase
suite.
faintly illuminated by an unseen light in the room below. This is an oppressive place. The air feels heavy and damp, a hint of rot filtering from the ancient wood. If the princess really lives here, slaying her is probably doing her a favor.
Mais vous avez vu, notre main qui était un doigt, maintenant c'est une petite main avec un petit couteau dedans.
Her voice carries up the stairs.
Who's there?
She sounds dangerous. It's almost as if she's the one in charge down here.
Don't let it fool you. It's all part of the manipulation.
On va tellement l'énerver.
Good. You're still listening to reason. You walk down the stairs and lock eyes with the princess. There's a heavy chain around her wrist, binding her to the far wall of the basement.
She's so coldly beautiful. Is she really a threat to the world?
Mais si on descend
Focus
avec
on the
la lame,
task at hand.
mais qu'on ne fait rien,
And there you are. Are you here to kill me or something?
You step forward, your grip on the blade tightening as you steel your resolve.
Oh? No talking then? Fine. What even makes you think you can kill me? I'm probably chained up in this basement for a reason, right? And if that knife is the only weapon you have, you'll have to get close enough to use it. So, you should just drop it. Best not to risk finding out what I can do.
She's unarmed.
on n'a pas eu
If you
cet
hesitate
embranchement
now,
encore.
it'll be too late. End this.
On a dit, là on est bourrin, on va directement la tuer.
You lunge forward without a moment's hesitation. You feel flesh easily give way
Ah
and
oui,
look
j'aurais
down
peut-être
to
dû
see your
prévenir
blade
qu'il y aurait
already
beaucoup de
sinking
sang et
deep
de
into her
gore.
heart.
Oh. This is it, isn't it? I'm almost embarrassed. I should have seen that coming. But I have to wonder, do you actually believe this was enough to kill me?
It's like she's convinced she can't die.
Ah, on risque d'avoir de nouveau
Yes.
la
Even
photo.
as she lays there dying, she entirely believes herself to be alive and well. But it's over, isn't it? She stopped breathing moments ago, that arrogant look still plastered on her face. But is it over? Really over? It's over. Don't get all worked up. We should make sure. What's the harm in checking for a pulse? I really don't think you should do that. And why shouldn't we? Is there something you're not telling us? I've told you everything that's happened with complete accuracy. The princess is dead. Your blade pierced her heart. There's no coming back from that.
Retirer la lame, prendre son pot, sa raison, elle est morte, c'est tout ici. Oh, on va garder la lame
You
avec
lean
nous.
down and wrap your hand around the blade's hilt. But as you begin to slide it out of its resting place, you feel a sharp and sudden jab in your side.
Elle nous a stab avec
What
sa
was
doigt.
that?
I guess I won't be dying alone after all.
Quick, let's get out of here. It's too late for that now. You collapse to the ground as the mortally wounded princess twists a blade of her own deeper between your ribs.
Oh, elle a une gueule.
As you fall, she falls with you, exhausted by the effort, the little life that was left in her eyes fading rapidly.
An eye for an eye. A life for a life. I guess we're even now. See you around.
En français, c'est œil pour œil, dent pour dent, pas œil pour œil, vie pour vie.
Why did you hesitate? It doesn't matter. At least you managed to take her with you. For whatever that's worth. Everything goes dark, and you die.
You die. Habituez-vous, hein. On die souvent. Le rasoir. Ah, ça c'est un chapitre 2 qu'on n'a pas eu.
You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin.
Et je vais vous laisser le
And in the basement
narrateur.
of that cabin is a princess. You're
Donc,
here
du coup,
to
ça c'est
slay
le
her.
début d'un chapitre classique.
If you don't, it will be the end of the world.
Attendez, je vérifie juste que le live est toujours là. Le live est toujours là. On est heureux, on est content. Alors, j'ai une horrible impression de déjà vu. Attendez, on a déjà vécu ça? Oui, mais non. Mais je suis mort. Qu'est-ce que je fais ici? Elle va encore me tuer. Mais j'ai déjà aussi la princesse. D'accord, elle aussi, elle m'a tué. Mais je l'ai eue, c'est sûr. Qu'est-ce que je fais encore ici? Moi, je pense que ce serait assez RP de dire ça,
I
même
can
avec tout ce
assure
qu'on
you that
sait.
you didn't slay her and that she didn't kill you. People don't just spring back to life after dying, and the two of us are meeting for the very first time. If he doesn't remember what happened, then maybe it's best to keep it that way.
This whole thing's a crock of shit. She's just going to pull a knife
Eh,
out of
on n'a
nowhere
pas eu
and
le
stab us
revanchard.
again.
Stabbed to death? Well, you won't have to worry about that. The princess is unarmed.
Yeah, that's exactly what you told us last time. You said this whole thing would be easy, but after we sank our blade into her heart, she just got up and started stabbing us.
Calm down. I assure you she has no weapons, so there's no reason to fear her. You were made for this job. You'll do just fine.
Admettons que je dise la vérité et que tout cela se soit déjà produit. Pourquoi devrais-je vous écouter? Pourquoi m'embêter à faire quoi que ce soit?
Those are two very different questions, but fine. I'll indulge you if that's what it takes to get you moving. Let's say for a moment that this really is the second time you've met me, or at least a version of me. You died last time, which probably only happened because you didn't listen to me.
Le problème c'est
Mostly
que si...
listened to you. How are we supposed to know she'd spring back to life? If she sprung back to life in this hypothetical scenario, then clearly you didn't slay her.
Ah si, on lui a foncé dessus.
Congratulations, you've been given a chance to actually do this right. And I believe your other question was something along the lines of, oh, what's the point of doing anything? If you're asking that, it sounds to me like you're making the rather dangerous assumption that your actions last time around didn't have any consequences. What do you mean? Of course there weren't any consequences. We stabbed the princess stabbed us, and now everyone's right back to where they started. That sounds pretty consequence-free to me. Yes, but in this purely hypothetical scenario, that begs the question of how you got back here. Did time simply rewind itself, or were you instead transported to a different world entirely? Had you failed to slay the princess, what would have happened to everyone in the place you left?
Did time simply rewind itself? Screw this. Who cares what happened to everyone else? She's not going to play fair, so we should do what we can to save ourselves and just get out of here. At least you know not to trust her, but you do realize that everything and everyone includes you, right? If you turn around and leave, you're dooming yourself as well as everyone else.
We were so close to finishing the job last time. She can't get the jump on us twice. If we're careful, we should be fine.
That's the spirit. Just keep that stiff upper lip, and you'll save the world in no time at all.
On peut juste ne pas y aller aussi. Parlons un peu de cette
Just be quick
princesse.
about it.
Nous nous sommes entretués la dernière fois. Comment faire en sorte de ne pas en pouvoir
Like I said,
sortir?
if she killed you, it was probably because you didn't listen to me. Don't talk to her, don't trust her, just go in, do your job and save the world.
On lui a pas parlé. On n'a rien fait de tout ça. Ah. Mais même le narrateur, il est fou.
Oh, and
au
don't
cul.
get stabbed while you're at it.
Great. Now, if you don't mind, the whole world is waiting with bated breath for you to save it from ruin.
Pire, on peut essayer d'aller la voir et de discuter avec elle. J'y crois pas une seule
A
seconde.
warning before you go any further. She will lie, she will cheat, and she will do everything in her power to stop you from slaying her. Don't believe a word she says.
He couldn't be more on the money. But we're really doing this, aren't we? I'd say you're lost, but I'm stuck here with you.
We know what to look out for this time. We know to be careful.
Just stay focused and you'll be fine.
Oui, bien sûr.
The interior of the cabin is a jagged mess
on
of
n'a pas
warped
eu cet
wood and broken
intérieur-là.
boards, their splintered edges as uninviting as shattered glass. The only furniture of note is a pointed table with a pristine blade perched on its edge.
Et la musique est différente.
The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right.
Attendez 2 petites secondes, je regarde des trucs en MP. Attendez 2 petites secondes. Tac. Je me permets, hop, de me mettre un petit peu en pause là parce que visiblement on a toujours le problème. Après, ça expliquerait peut-être pourquoi sur mon navigateur je n'ai pas le souci, mais que sur mon téléphone et ma tablette j'ai le souci. Parce que visiblement ça stream sans streamer. Donc Ça m'embête vraiment cette histoire. Ça me saoule. Ah, pourquoi il y a des problèmes? Ah. C'est relou. J'étais persuadée que c'était ok, mais en fait c'est pas ok. Oh. Mais je vais pas redémarrer mon PC toutes les 2 minutes. Je peux pas faire ça. Oh. Le problème c'est que je vois pas comment je pourrais résoudre le souci. C'est pas le genre de truc que je peux régler comme ça facilement. En plus il est tard. Je suis en train de réfléchir, mais là honnêtement, j'ai pas la foi. J'ai pas la foi en fait de genre me battre avec OBS. Genre relou. Relou. Je pense qu'il y a un monde où éventuellement il va y avoir un jour où genre je vais me prendre du temps pour genre résoudre le problème. Du coup, il risque d'y avoir un live où vous pourrez passer si vous voulez, mais où ce sera littéralement juste faire en sorte que le truc marche. Parce que... Mais vraiment... Flemme quoi. Flemme. Ça... Le grandement... Débit de streaming moyen trop élevé, ouais, mais je vois pas où, enfin... Ça me saoule. J'ai l'impression qu'à chaque fois, genre... J'essaye d'améliorer un petit peu mes paramètres OBS pour faire en sorte que le live soit meilleur que le précédent et qu'à chaque fois, en réalité, je casse un truc et que je m'en rende compte qu'une fois en live. C'est extrêmement relou, chiant, casse-couille, tout ce que vous voulez. Du coup, bah, je m'excuse profondément auprès des personnes qui ne suivent que les lives en direct. Je m'excuse également du fait que du coup, bah, il y aura quasiment pas d'interaction dans le chat. Parce qu'il n'y aura pas de chat. Parce que si il y a cette putain d'erreur qui fait que je ne peux pas diffuser, bah, c'est comme si ça ne servait à rien. Donc, je pense que là, la seule solution qui m'apparaît à l'heure actuelle, c'est de continuer le jeu, malheureusement pour Slay the Princess, ben, vous pourrez pas vraiment profiter en live et je trouve ça vraiment dommage, vraiment triste. Et bah, du coup, en fait, j'espère juste que je finis effectivement le jeu ce soir et que par conséquent, entre guillemets, vous ratiez rien et qu'on puisse, bah, en fait, démarrer tous ensemble un autre jeu la prochaine fois et que ça se passera mieux. Donc bon, je suis vraiment désolée. Je suis vraiment navrée. Je m'assurerai que pour la prochaine fois, il n'y ait plus ce genre de problème. Et puis, ben voilà quoi. Je vois pas quoi dire d'autre. Peut-être qu'il faut que je remette le son du jeu. Alors, vous n'avez pas mentionné le miroir accroché au
That's
mur.
because there isn't a mirror. There's a table, the blade sitting on the table, and the door to the basement. There's nothing else in here. There's definitely a mirror. There isn't. Can you two stop arguing? It's stressful enough in here without all of this extra noise.
Hop. Je ne me fous pas de savoir si on me ment, moi ça m'importe, je veux savoir à quoi je ressemble, je veux voir si je suis beau. Tu as raison, peu importe. Je ne me fous pas de savoir si
As
on
do I. I'm not lying to you. Use your eyes. There is no mirror. Why would I lie about something so meaningless? What good would a mirror even do? Let you waste time preening yourself instead of doing what needs to be done.
Le chalet est différent de la dernière fois.
Very different. Maybe that's because you haven't actually been here. I hope this means you'll finally drop that ridiculous past life nonsense. You haven't died, and you certainly haven't been killed by the princess. So focus up. A lot's riding on this.
Explorer, s'approcher du
You
miroir.
walk up to the wall next to the basement door. It's a wall. There isn't much to see here. This really isn't funny.
Essuie le miroir.
You reach forward and rub your hand against the cabin wall. I hope you know how ridiculous you look right now. But it was there a second ago. Now it's gone. Yet another thing in here playing tricks on us. I hate this place.
Je pense que dans le doute, on va quand même prendre la lame.
You take the blade from the table.
Stab,
It would be
stab.
difficult to slay the princess and
Stab, stab.
save the world without a weapon. It feels a bit better to have a weapon in our hands. Let's make her hurt for what she's done to us.
Descendre au sous-sol.
The door to the basement creaks open, revealing what must once have been stairs. The fractured slats look as if they've been torn from their
Et
source
maintenant
and
sur mon
violently
téléphone, j'ai
jammed
un
into the
retour
wall.
image. Qu'est-ce que c'est que ce Beans? Attendez.
The air seeping up from below has an almost metallic quality to it, like the smell of fresh
Et sur mon
blood.
PC, maintenant pareil, j'ai
You
un
can hear what
retour.
sounds like the rhythmic scraping of metal coming from down below. If the
Purée.
princess lives here, slaying her would probably be doing her a favour. That's right, scraping. I told you she has something, I
Et
told
sur mon
you.
iPad aussi.
That sound could be anything. It's probably just her chains dragging across the floor. I am begging you to get out of your head.
Je suis limite saoulée. Limite.
Her grating voice carries up the stairs.
Grinçante.
I hope you've come to rescue me. I've been stuck down here forever.
Oh, bichette.
There is something so wrong with that voice. Yeah, She thinks she's better than us, like she doesn't even have to put on an act this time. As you descend the final step, the form of the princess comes into view, her sharp eyes following you from across the room.
La pièce a encore une apparence
I wonder if
différente.
she remembers us.
Finally, somebody! Quick, get me out of these chains. We're not safe here.
Oh, bichette. Comme si j'avais...
Come on now, we're not falling for that, are we?
Oh, regardez-moi ce
She's trying to trick
regard. Elle
us,
sait
but she
ce qu'elle
can't
fait.
hide that threatening edge to her voice. She just wants us to get close, to let our guard down. If she sounds threatening, it's because her mask is already slipping. She knows why you're here. You are armed, after all.
What are you waiting for? You are here to rescue me, right?
Si je m'approche de vous, vous allez encore me poignarder. Vous vous souvenez de ce qui s'est passé la dernière fois? Non. Je sais que vous avez un couteau, je ne vous laisserai pas partir d'ici si vous... Je vous laisserai partir d'ici, pardon, si je vous le lâchez. J'aurais pouvoir vous faire confiance, mais vous êtes trop louche. Peut-on au moins aller au fond des choses? Je n'ai pas la clé. Nous sommes entretués la dernière fois, je préfère ne pas recommencer. Bon, je sais que vous m'en voulez, mais je pense que nous devons tous les deux faire table rase du passé. La dernière fois, que s'était le passé après votre mort? Et si nous étions honnêtes l'un envers l'autre? On m'a envoyé ici pour vous empêcher de provoquer la fin du monde, et la dernière fois, vous m'avez tué après vous être relevé d'un coup de couteau en plein cœur. Personne n'est obligé de mourir. Bon, qu'allez-vous faire si je vous laisse sortir? Bon, d'accord, je vais m'approcher pour vous libérer. J'espère que vous tiendrez à carreau, s'approcher de la princesse. Ouais, tout ça ne me dit rien. Adieu, faire demi-tour et partir. Et puis merde, c'est la princesse. Je sais que vous avez un couteau, je vous laisserai partir d'ici si vous le lâchez. Ouais, non, peut-être pas. Si je m'approche de vous, vous allez encore me poignarder.
What? No! No! I wouldn't stab you. I am just a sweet, innocent princess trapped here for no reason.
Oh, le jeu d'acteur.
And you are a brave knight who's supposed to walk up to, not stabbing distance to help me.
I have absolutely zero doubts that she is going to stab us if we get close to her. She certainly feels threatening. Just because she's acting like she's going to stab you doesn't mean she has the means to actually do it. But you know who is armed? You. So stop second-guessing yourself and do your job. But I'm nervous. All the more reason to jump into the deep end and deal with her right now before you waste any more time getting stuck in your head.
Je voudrais pouvoir vous faire confiance, mais vous êtes trop louche.
That's so rude of you, passing judgments on strangers you've never met just because they're different from you. How would you like it if I did that, huh? Silly little bird face thinks he's so serious coming down here but doesn't know anything. Thinks he can tell me to get rid of all the knives I don't even have while he gets to wave one around right in front of me.
Oh, la tête. Elle tire une tronche.
I bet you didn't like that, did you? I bet you didn't like being judged for no reason.
Elle m'a traité de poussin, hein.
How many more times does she have to vaguely threaten
Je sais
you
que j'ai
before
des
you
plumes,
finally
mais me traiter
decide
de poussin.
you're ready to deal with her?
C'est mignon, les poussins.
We're clearly still figuring out our angle. We don't have the luxury of watching this from a distance. Oh, I'm sorry. Do you think I'm in a position of luxury right now? You're acting like you are. My entire world is at risk.
Comment ça,
And
tout
maybe you should
ton
behave
monde?
with a little more humility.
Je croyais que c'était
A
le
bit of
monde
self-deprecation
par
would go a
ton
long way. No, I have my dignity. Fine, then we'll continue to treat you exactly how you deserve to be treated.
Je n'ai pas la clé.
Oh, you don't. Okay, I see. I have an idea. You should come over here and stare directly at the chains. You won't be able to find a key if you don't know what it's supposed to
Oh,
look
c'est
like,
la
so
pire
you better
excuse
come
que j'ai
right
jamais
within close
entendue.
staring distance just to be sure.
I think I've said my piece at this point. I think we all have. But if you want to keep exhausting your questions, it beats getting stabbed to death.
De toute façon, on va mourir. Hein. Autant en profiter pour poser des questions. Nous sommes entretués la dernière fois, je préfère pas
But
recommencer.
if we killed each other, then why are we here, right now? Both of us normal and unstabbed.
Oh, les grosses gouttes de sueur qu'elle se tape quand même.
I do have to hand it to her, that's a very good question. And it's one with a simple answer. You haven't slain her yet. So how about you get moving? There you go again, talking up delusions about a past life experience that clearly didn't happen. Ugh, it's like the two of you are working together on this. Aren't you listening to her? She's obviously lying through her teeth. I'm terrible at spotting lies, and even I can tell something's up here. We can't be the only ones that loop back to the start. Someone else has to remember, right? Yes, something is obviously up, and we can all tell that she's lying. The thing she's lying about is how dangerous she is, not dimension hopping or time travel or whatever it is you think you're doing.
Et si nous étions honnêtes l'un envers l'autre? On m'envoie ici pour vous empêcher de provoquer la fin du monde et la dernière fois vous m'avez tué après vous êtes relevé d'un coup de couteau en plein cœur.
That doesn't sound like me. Okay, I'm bored now.
She's bored? That's absurd. She doesn't get to be bored. Not in a way that matters. She's a prisoner. She's... Shit. In
Wow.
a sudden burst of
Oh, j'ai
movement, the
sursauté.
princess leaps towards you, a blade erupting from her free arm, her wrist limp and empty from the violent expulsion. Huh. So I guess she did have a knife of her own after all.
Oh,
That's
c'est vraiment
conciliatory of you.
dégueulasse
We
quand même.
appreciate it, really. Now what are we going to do? At least we're safe here. She's still in chains. And those chains stop her from continuing her advance, at least for a moment. She looks down at them with something between annoyance and confusion.
Elle va tellement se couper la main.
And then she slices through her arm. Okay, maybe we aren't safe here. She doesn't even hesitate before darting towards you with a terrifying speed you can't hope to outpace.
Oh, c'est dégueulasse, on dirait que sa peau c'est devenu un gant
Ah,
black.
shit. Okay, she's down an arm and we still have a weapon. I guess we'll have to use it.
Pouic, pouic, pouic.
And use it you do. But unfortunately for you, and for the entire world, you are horribly outmatched.
Oh, mais c'est dégueulasse son bras qui pendule quand
You
même.
keep pace with her for a single brief
Ah!
and wordless exchange before she severs your hand and,
Ah
with
bah
it,
youpi,
your only
je crois qu'elle
line
aime
of
vraiment
defense.
sectionner les mains en fait.
She's much better at this than she was last time. Yeah, it's unreal. Bloody cheater.
I'm going to kill you now.
With a squelch, she does just that. Everything goes dark, and you die.
And you die. La course aux armements.
You're on a path in the woods.
Voilà,
No,
donc
fuck that. If we're gonna have to keep doing this over and over and over again, we're not starting in that goddamn woods every
comme à
time.
chaque fois, le
We're
chapitre
starting
3
in
est
the
pas
fucking
le même.
cabin. Your what? The interior of the cabin is sharp, A constricting mess of curved and battered sheet metal pushing you towards... Wait, excuse me? What just happened? What did you just do?
Et il y a le miroir à la place de l'entrée.
I feel dizzy.
Oh ho ho ho! I guess I took us to the cabin, didn't I? Isn't that interesting? Who holds the cards now?
C'est le revanchard qui a le
The
pouvoir
circle's
de
getting
narration.
smaller and smaller. Running isn't an option anymore. We have to fight.
What's the point of fighting if she's
Et
just
on a le
going to
retour de
win
toutes les
every
voix,
time? It
de trucs qu'on n'a pas
hurts
forcément
being
débloqués.
sliced to pieces. We're better off just sitting up here and doing nothing.
Great, so obviously you've already been here. How many times?
4e fois.
This is our
Fois 3.
third?
C'est la 2e fois.
No wonder things have fallen apart. You do realize that every time you fail, she escapes and an entire world is damned to destruction, right?
That can't be right. That's too much responsibility. I couldn't agree more. We couldn't be trusted with the fate of a single person, let alone the fate of the world.
Let's just stay focused, shall we? The only furniture of note is a bent metal
Encore,
table, a
là, en
pristine
vrai, on a
blade
que 4
perched.
voix dans
We
notre
take
tête,
it.
hein.
Okay, sure, you take the blade before letting me finish telling you it's there. It would be difficult to slay the princess and save the world without a weapon.
Et là, on va être obligé d'aller vers le miroir en vrai.
This feels right. We just have to keep our senses sharp.
That's right, we've got to be able to win eventually. And what if we never do? So, are you just going to stand there, or are you going to head to the basement like you're supposed to? I'd love to get started just as much as you would, but how are we supposed to get down there? You walk through the door. You do know what doors are, right?
C'est pas une porte, c'est un miroir.
There isn't a door, it's just that mirror again. There isn't a mirror. You really messed things up, didn't you? It's like you can't even see reality anymore.
I can feel the air coming up from behind it, stinking of iron and steel. He might be right. Could be a trick. If our other senses can't feel it, then we can't trust it.
S'approcher du miroir.
You make your way to the door at the end of the room, stopping just in front of it. You really must think you're looking at a mirror. Well, it doesn't exist. Just reach forward and open it. Let's just move it out of the way without looking. I don't want to see us. I'm sure we all look awful after dying twice. Let's just fumble for the handle and be done with it. I don't care what we look like. I care about getting to the end of this mess.
Essuyer le miroir.
You reach forward and place your hand on the door to the basement. It creaks open. And the mirror's gone.
Objectif, tuer la princesse.
It was never there. Just an illusion.
Guess it's time for us to see her again. Just stay focused and you'll be fine.
Et la musique s'est coupée.
You step forward, but you don't get a chance to linger on the basement stairs. They are smooth and flat and metallic, an unintentional and unfortunately slippery ramp
C'était un
that quickly
toboggan.
sends you skittering to the bottom.
Your body tumbles onto the basement floor and the form of the princess comes into view, standing at a distance. She gives you a wry smile.
Sa robe est encore plus déchirée.
Hi, it looks like you don't have a way out, so I'm not going to play dumb anymore. But don't worry about how bad you did last time. That's part of the fun.
Fun for her, maybe. I didn't like dying all over again.
thinking about dying makes us as good as dead. The only thing that matters is survival. Actually, does survival matter? We've died twice and nothing bad has come of it. We just need to find a way to win once. Nothing bad has come of
les deux
it.
bras, la
yet.
tête, les jambes, et on la poignarde, hein.
Plenty bad has come of it. You've left at least one entire world to ruin. The people there mattered. The past isn't real. There's only here and now. Your internal bickering is cut short by the wet sound of
Maintenant,
slicing
on a
meat.
deux.
From the
Oh.
princess's arms erupt twin blades, glistening with her blood. The empty
Je
flesh
sais
of her
pas si
arms
c'est
flopping
la
at her
qualité du
elbows
dessin
like
ou quoi,
torn
mais
sleeves.
vraiment, mais
The chain
le
clatters
côté
to the floor.
flasque des bras me débecte.
She's loose,
Oh, ça
and
me
she
met pas
is
bien.
coming for you.
You're going to make me walk over to you, aren't you?
Shit. She's coming for us and I'm out of ideas.
On va lutter, c'est évident. On va jouer sur son ego, la flatter un peu. Il n'y a aucune raison pour qu'on ne puisse pas discuter. Oh, c'est facile, je vais essayer de la draguer. Elle a des épées à la place des bras. On cède à la panique. On ne va pas se laisser faire et on va rester de marche. Si on ne ressent aucune émotion, on ne peut pas nous faire de mal. Elle gagne quand elle nous tue. Non, on n'a qu'à lui couper l'herbe sous le pied. Les idées sont nulles. Trouvez une meilleure idée. Ah. Je suis assez d'accord, ces idées sont nulles. Enfin... En fait, la seule qui me paraît à peu près cohérente serait de la flatter un peu. Parce que moi, je me dis, le seul moyen de s'en sortir et de la tuer, c'est genre de la distraire pour la stab. Mais...
Yeah, that's right, we just have to think. There's probably an answer if we think.
Just standing there, huh? A bold strategy.
You don't have time to finish your thought. In a moment she's across the room, blades flashing in the dim starlight.
J'ai pas réussi à la tuer, on est d'accord.
She skewers you. Ow. What a surprise. Yeah, we don't even get a second to think without her stabbing us. Oh, a new one of us. I thought that only happens when we die. Did we die? You're on a... No, you're in a... Where the hell are you? I think we're dead. And that's all we'll ever be. Dead, 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 dead. Stop saying dead, all of you. We might have died a second ago, but right now we're extremely not dead.
Stabber!
This is all horribly wrong. How many times have you been here?
This is 4.
No wonder everything's such a mess. This wasn't supposed to go past 1.
I wonder what you're going to do next. You're so full of ideas.
But I guess we don't have time to talk about things before the princess
Je lui
advances.
coupe la parole. Sorry.
Okay, whatever we do gets us
Stab,
another
stab, stab.
us. Let's see how many we can stack. There's got to be a point where it makes us better than her.
As long as we keep moving.
Oh, great. So it's going to get even more crowded. Even more deluded voices that think we might stand any kind of chance.
Come on, show me something new.
Oh, c'est vraiment dégueulasse.
Okay, plan now.
Le décideront. Plus on est la flatée, c'est facile. Oh, ce coup-ci, on va jouer sur son ego, hein. Votre plan se solde par un échec et vous abat à nouveau, puis elle recommence encore et encore. Vos souvenirs se font de plus en plus confus à mesure que votre conscience passe d'une vie à l'autre, ne retenant que des bribes du conflit en cours. Youpi!
Let's appeal to her better nature. We haven't tried that. I'm sure she'll listen to reason. She skewers you. Well, there's more of us. Let's see if that helps. We just have to hit her harder. She skewers you.
Elle vous embroche.
You'll have to be trickier than that.
Then you skewer yourself.
Elle a de plus en plus de l'âme.
I thought we both understood that dying doesn't get you anywhere.
Huh, that didn't do much of anything. We're tougher than I thought. Compliment her on those gleaming blades. There's nothing better than a capable woman.
J'adore les prix quand même, il est hilarant.
She skewers you.
You're cute.
It doesn't matter how many times this takes, we can't give up. Okay, let's go again. Just panic. Flee. She skewers you.
Mais on peut pas s'enfuir.
No, you don't get to escape. That's not how this works.
See? We're getting better. Okay, yeah. That was a good one. She's going to kill this body either way. So stop feeling what it feels. She skewers you.
Elle a de plus en plus de l'âme, ses dents sont de plus en plus pointues et longues.
We're getting close to something, can't you feel it? One last time. You're right. One last time, that's all we need. And then everything goes dark, and you die.
Ah, chapitre 4. Destruction mutuelle assurée.
Your Honor, don't lose your head. We're in a cabin, and we'll take it from here. Everything feels like it finally fits, doesn't it? We're up here, which is different, and different is good. And our steel claw is already in our hand.
On a tellement coupé la parole au narrateur.
Over my dead body. That won't be very hard. We've died a lot. But I can't say I mind anymore. Besides, what better way to die so very many times than at the sharp hands
Oh mais les
of a
prix à chaque
beautiful
fois c'est des barres.
Sure, I can think of a better way to die. They're all the same, really. How about we stop thinking about horrible ways to die? I don't want us to accidentally manifest anything. The only thing we're gonna manifest is finally ending up on top. There are entirely too many of you. How many times have you been here? This isn't good. This is... How about you stick to describing things, and we'll stick to doing them.
Ouais, en gros là le narrateur nous donne un indice sur le fait que
Yeah,
en fait,
leave it to the
plus on entend
pros.
de voix,
We'll
plus
notch
on
up
est
that
mort.
win in no time. Narrator, we heroically stride through the door and towards our destined final encounter with our star-crossed lover. Fine by me. You walk to the door and onto the basement stairs, only it's more of a slide. We know. Fine, I'll just shut up then and speed this whole thing along. Are you sure you don't want me to describe the stairs, or this room, or anything? It feels like I'm hardly a part
Oh
of this.
bébou.
Don't care, just want to win. Fine, you make your way to the basement, where the princess awaits you.
You know, this last time I killed you, and you didn't pop right back up again? I thought I'd actually done it. I thought I'd cut you into so many pieces you just weren't able to stitch yourself back together. But I guess we're not done. That's okay with me. It's good even. I like that.
T'arrives. Hein. Je vous assure qu'elle peut être pipou, hein, la princesse.
Do you want to see it?
Oh, elle va avoir encore plus de l'âme. Ça va être
I'm not going to
dégueulasse.
wait for an answer. I'm just going to show you. It's worth it though. Just you wait, and not for very long, because I'm going to do it right
Je
now.
me sens gros comme une petite maison qu'elle va avoir des lames dans tous les sens, ça va être dégueulasse.
Are you going to say what she does? Do you want me to talk now? Well, yeah, she says she has something new.
Oh, ils se
I
sont
want to hear
éclatés
about
au
the new
doublage
thing.
quand même.
Yeah, me too. I think I speak for all of us when I say that I would like to hear you describe her new thing. Really? Okay then.
Here we go. Now.
The princess's skin twists, splitting into red gleams of raw meat as it stretches and tears.
Oh,
Then it erupts.
dégueu.
She becomes a wave of blood and viscera, pieces of her splattering against the
Moins
walls.
dégueu.
All that remains in the center of
Mais
the room
toute la partie où il y a
is
de
a
la chair.
skeleton of
Ugh.
blades.
Là
A
par contre
heart
c'est stylé.
beats furiously in its cage of a chest.
Viser le cœur.
Are you ready for what comes next?
Holy shit! She's gorgeous. Absolutely divine. Yes.
Oh, mais des bouts de chaîne et de sang partout sur les
Do you
murs.
think we can throw her out the window?
Mais y a pas de fenêtre.
That looked painful. How is she still alive?
Bah le cœur, il boum boum.
Heart's still beating, that's all she needs. This is fake. This is all fake. That's all just made up. She doesn't even have a back anymore. How are we supposed to stab her in it? This is all just a sick joke. I hate existing. We're screwed. I quit. I'm done. Forget it. Narrator.
Videz votre esprit.
It's so quiet.
Le faire disparaître aussi.
Something feels different about you. It almost makes me feel different. Like I should actually take this seriously for once.
J'espère que les mains vont me sauver. Vous ne faites rien et pourtant, en dépit de votre passivité, votre corps se meut de lui-même. La princesse frappe à votre approche, mais au moment où elle achève son coup, vous vous trouvez déjà ailleurs.
You're incredible.
C'est fini. Oh, j'ai eu peur. Mon chat a commencé à se gratter au moment où il y a eu le premier whoosh. Vos âmes s'entrechoquent inlassablement et vous vous laissez tous les deux emporter dans un ballet dépourvu de pensée et de conscience. Il ne reste que la danse, un va-et-vient comparable au mouvement incessant des marées. Plus vous abandonnez à votre jeu, plus vos cœurs s'emballent et plus la cadence de vos élans s'accélère. On rappelle que c'est censé être une histoire d'amour. Un crescendo ininterrompu quand soudain se présente une ouverture. Votre lame plonge instinctivement tout comme la sienne. Leurs morsures sont mortelles, vous n'y survivrez pas et elles non plus. Toutefois, nul de le sort qui l'attend, c'est une belle fin. Mais mon chat, attends 2 secondes, je t'ouvre la porte. Voilà. Et les mains sont là. Du coup, c'est quoi le succès Steam? Acier trempé, devenez maître de vous-même et abattez, j'ai pas la suite. Vous n'avez pas le temps de voir l'autre mourir et vous ne mourrez jamais. Il est temps pour vous de partir, la mémoire vous revient. S'approcher du miroir. Vous en approchez, contemplez votre reflet. Vous tendez la main vers la surface du miroir dans un silence absolu. Il est temps que vous découvriez ce qui s'y cache. Vous avez fondu. Vous vous retrouvez de nouveau au cœur de la quiétude éternelle. Avancez vers le chalet. Vous êtes au chalet. L'approchez.
I am a growing chorus of contradiction, a mass of tides ebbing and flowing all at once in more directions than my attention can bear to hold. To look at any one is to shift them all into something new.
Donc ça c'est la créature qui en fait collecte toutes les princesses.
All of me is changing, and yet the rest of me is still the same.
Vous ne pouvez pas être une contradiction, c'est impossible, une telle chose n'existe pas.
And yet my waters flow and my streets bustle. There are no words that can describe me into non-existence. There is no logic that can bind my multitudes. I am everything that you have known me to be, but I am also none of it.
Comment pouvez-vous supporter d'être une contradiction?
As easily as you can stand to be you. You are like me, even if you have chosen not to look at the corners of you that do not fit. Even if you have chosen to ignore the brilliant contours of your soul.
Peu importe combien de fois je recommence, l'un de nous finit toujours par faire du mal à l'autre. Ça ne vous rend pas différente? Ça n'a pas des retombées négatives sur vous?
It changes me, but it doesn't make me worse, nor does it make me care for you any less. Does it make you worse? Do you resent me?
Je crois qu'en réalité, je vous apprécie encore davantage. Je ne sais pas ce que ça dit de moi. Non, pas vraiment. Tout cela me paraît si loin quand je suis à vos côtés. Je n'ai pas d'avis sur la question. Je veux seulement que ça s'arrête. Oui, me torturer, c'est insoutenable. Je crois bien que je vous hais. Gardez le silence. Je veux seulement que ça s'arrête.
It will, in time, but you still have a ways to go before we are done. Know that I hold no malice for you.
Que pensez-vous de cette
This
étape?
one is a single-minded edge. She is cruelty, but she is also joy. She will make for a piercing heart.
Ça, oui.
Do not mourn her.
Cruelle et
She is
joyeuse.
exactly where she needs to be.
Savez-vous ce qu'il advient des mondes que nous laissons derrière nous?
My perspectives are shadowed. You have seen what I have seen, just as I have seen what you have seen. The angles of my vantage do not offer me hidden truths, and my attention is turned inward, except when you are here with me. Perhaps this will change when our work is done.
Avez-vous décidé ce que vous ferez quand on aura terminé ici?
The desires of my multitude thrive in endless competition with themselves, but none of them rise above their dance to influence me. I yearn for what I have always yearned for, our awakening. Other desires shrink in the light of knowing you and knowing me.
Je suis prêt à y
I
retourner.
will be here when it is time for us to meet again.
Le monde autour de vous s'obscurcit et la vie vous abandonne. And you die. Chapitre 1. Le héros et la princesse.
You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin. And in the basement of that cabin is a princess. You're here to slay her. If you don't, it will be the end of the world.
Laissez
Are
tomber,
you
j'en suis faire ça.
serious? No, you have to do it.
Vous ne vous êtes pas dit que je n'étais pas contre la fin du
Of
monde.
course I haven't. Why would I even consider that? Nobody wants the world to end. I mean, maybe some people do, like nihilists, or very, very evil people, but surely you're not one of those, right?
Bon d'accord, je vais aller au
Good.
chalet.
As long as you remain focused on your goal, it should all be smooth sailing. You make your way up the short path to the cabin. You'll find the princess within.
We're not going to go through with this, right?
She's a princess. We're supposed to save princesses, not slay them. Ignore him. He doesn't know what he's talking about.
Entrez dans le chalet.
The interior of the cabin is almost entirely...
Hop, j'ai zappé ça. On va descendre au sous-sol sans prendre la lame.
The door to the basement creaks open, revealing a staircase faintly illuminated by an unseen light in the room below. This is an oppressive place. The air feels heavy and damp, a hint of rot filtering from the ancient wood. If the princess really lives here, slaying her is probably doing her a favor.
Les sous-titres sont un peu en décalage avec la voix quand même.
Her voice softly carries up the stairs.
Hello? Is someone there?
It's hypnotizing. It's the kind of voice you only have to hear once to remember it for the rest of your life.
Don't let it fool you. It's all part of the manipulation. You're playing a dangerous game by coming here unarmed.
Mentir, je viens pour vous sauver. En vrai, j'ai envie de la jouer connard un peu.
Wait, really? You're here to rescue me? I was starting to think I'd be stuck down here forever.
I see. You're trying to get her to lower her guard. It's a gamble, but it might work.
Come downstairs. I want to see the face of my rescuer.
You walk down the stairs and lock eyes with the princess. There's a heavy chain around her wrist, binding her to the far wall of the basement.
She's beautiful. How could someone like this be of threat to anyone?
I am begging you to stay focused. There's a lot riding on you here.
Hi. I can't believe you're here. I've been waiting for something like this to happen forever. I hope you brought something to deal with these chains.
You were lying when you said you were here to rescue her, but regardless of your intentions, breaking her out of those chains would be a big mistake. Don't even try it.
Un instant, pour d'avoir discuté.
Okay.
Qu'allez-vous faire si je voulais sortir?
The princess hesitates before responding. She doesn't know. She's been down here too long to have any idea of what she'd do in another life. She knows what she'd do. She's just searching for whatever answer she thinks you want to hear.
Are you looking for the truth, or are you looking for the right answer? Because with the dynamic we have going on here, I don't think the specifics of what I do really matter. It's not like you'd believe me.
Je ne sais rien de vous, mais j'imagine qu'on vous a enfermé ici pour une
Of
bonne raison.
course I'm locked up down here for a reason. I don't actually know what that reason is, but you don't just stuff a princess in a basement and throw away the key without there being some sort of an explanation, right?
You have all the explanation you need, and you should know better than to trust whatever she comes up with.
Désolée, mais je n'ai pas confiance en vous, ça ne tient pas debout. Je ne peux pas prendre le risque de vous prendre au mot alors que le destin du monde est entre vos mains. Récupérez la lame.
Thank you. You turn back to the stairs, intent on retrieving the blade in the cabin.
So, what? You're going to try and kill me? You'll regret this. I promise you. But go ahead, run along and get whatever you're planning to get. But you'd better hope that I don't slip these chains before you make it back down here.
Je sens qu'on va
Slip
de
these
nouveau avoir
chains? She can't,
la
right?
sorcière.
She needed our help to get out of here. But do you hear the conviction in her voice? I don't think she's bluffing. She has to be bluffing, but hurry. You rush up to the first floor, grabbing the blade, both yours and the world's only possible salvation. Okay, if we're sure about this decision, I'll support it. I suppose we have a world to save after all. You slowly creep down the basement stairs. It's quiet. Where the princess sat only a moment ago, there's only a severed arm, its cooling flesh still chained to the wall, and she is nowhere to be seen. Is it just me, or did this room get a lot bigger? Your eyes dart to the corners of the room. You don't see her. Where is she?
Fermez la porte derrière vous.
You close the door behind you. Almost magically, its locks immediately click into place. Maybe they'll open if you finish the job.
J'attendrai.
Do you want to play a waiting game? I've been down here a long, long time. I'm very good at waiting.
You do your best to patiently wait her out. But eventually, exhaustion starts to set in. Come on, wake up. We can't fall asleep down here. You wait for as long as you can, pushing yourself to stay awake and stay vigilant. But you can't outwait someone who's been waiting for as long as she remembers. You barely even realize that you've started to drift off. Pain tears you from your sleep. The princess is upon you, ripping into your flesh,
Yum.
unnaturally sharp teeth and claws severing arteries and digging into organs. There's nothing to be done. You're already half gone.
C'est un animal sauvage.
It can't just end like this, right? As much as I'd prefer for things to have gone differently, I can't deny the reality of what's happened. I'm sorry, but it's over. Everything goes dark.
And you die.
You die.
Chapitre 2, la bête. Ah, c'est bon, on n'a pas la sorcière, on a la bête.
You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin. And in the basement of that cabin is a princess. You're here to slay her. If you don't, it will be the end of the world.
You have already committed to my completion. You cannot go further astray.
Hein? Je peux pas faire demi-tour? Elle va encore me tuer!
People don't die twice. You haven't even met the princess, and I hardly think she'd be capable of killing someone as skilled and courageous as yourself. If he doesn't remember what happened, then maybe it's best to keep it that way. If he doesn't remember what happened, then something else must have trapped us here. You're not trapped here. Nobody's forcing you to do anything, though the only sensible thing for you to do right now is march up to that cabin and slay the princess.
Avancez vers le chalet.
A warning before you go any further. She will lie, she will cheat, and she will do everything in her power to stop you from slaying her. Don't believe a word she says. Does a cat lie to a cornered mouse when it plays with its freedom? Or is it just acting out its nature? I don't see why that matters. A lie's a lie, and if anything, she's the one who's cornered. She could have gotten out of there whenever she wanted to. We should trust nothing that she tells us, only what we hear and smell. That's a very roundabout way of saying that you should listen to me and take this seriously. Maybe.
Entrez dans le chalet. Quelle tête aura le chalet cette fois-ci?
The interior of the cabin is ruinous and dilapidated. It feels like no one has lived here for a long time, wind rushing in through cracks and holes in the wooden walls. The only furniture of note is a termite-eaten table with a pristine blade perched on its edge.
Après, en vrai, on peut encore essayer d'aller voir
The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right.
Après, honnêtement, s'approcher du miroir.
You walk up to the wall next to the basement door. It's a wall. There isn't much to see here.
Peut-être qu'on a un succès si on essuie tous les miroirs.
What are you talking about? This isn't a wall. It's a mirror. Or at least it'll be a mirror once we wipe off that layer of grime.
Essuyer le miroir.
You reach forward and rub your hand against the cabin wall. I hope you know how ridiculous you look right now. But there was a mirror a second ago. And now it's gone.
Bon, je propose de prendre la lame.
You take the blade from the table. It would be difficult to slay the princess and save the world without a weapon.
Et on descend.
The door to the basement creaks open, revealing what's left of an old wooden staircase. It's still sturdy enough that you can make your way down in one piece, though you'll have to be mindful of holes. The air seeping up from below is oddly warm and wet, as if you're descending into a jungle. If the princess lives here, slaying her would probably be doing her a favor. She growls up the stairs.
Grow.
I can smell you.
She sounds almost feral, impatient, or maybe eager. You carefully make your way down the stairs. The last step gives way to the damp earth floor of a starlit pit. The walls are obscured by an impenetrable darkness, giving the illusion that the room might stretch on forever. You brush against the wide leaves of plants that surround you on all sides, seemingly the only living things that occupy this strange underground wilderness. The jungle is pressing in on us, hiding her from view. She could be anywhere.
Non, elle est juste là.
You see only a flash of the princess before she scurries away into the underbrush, dragging her heavy chain behind her. Remember, she's just a princess. She's certainly not just a princess. You're not helping. It doesn't matter what she is. It only matters what she does. Her shining eyes appear between the leaves, staring hungrily at you from the darkness.
Coucou.
I can hear your heart pounding from the bottom of the stairs, fledgling. You're right to be terrified. I'm so much more than you. And a little splinter clutched in trembling hands won't save you from me.
A shiver rushes up your spine and pulls you upright. The air's shifting. She's getting ready to pounce. Move, now.
Ah, votre clairement sauter dessus, hein. On va bouger.
You lunge to the side, picking a direction on instinct. As you land, you're buffeted by a gust of air, disturbed by the sudden motion of a massive body. The princess.
Il y a un peu des screamers quand même dans ce jeu.
In an instant, she's pounced on the spot where you
Ah
would have
non,
been,
elle
her
était beaucoup
chains
plus
rattling
mignonne dans le
across the
chapitre
floor
de la
behind her.
sorcière.
Before you can blink, she's gone, vanishing once more into the shadows. But you still feel her gaze on you.
You're faster than you were before, but you're still meek, reactive, prey.
You whirl around to find her, and your gaze meets hers, a pair of shining eyes peering out at you from just beyond the basement stairs. So she's cut off our escape. Shit. What do we do?
On peut s'entuer si j'essaie de vous aider. Partir sans partir sans moi, vous aurez déjà fait. Nous n'avons pas besoin de m'entretuer. Si je décidais de vous aider, si on partait ensemble, si vous pouviez partir sans moi, vous l'auriez
You
fait.
cannot reason your way out of this, fledgling. There's no compromise with what I am.
At least she's upfront about her intentions.
I
Qu'est-ce que
want
vous
to
voulez?
swallow you whole, and I will get what I want.
Faut
You
surtout pas
have
courir à
no
l'escalier,
exit.
on est d'accord?
You have no hope. You live and die by my whims, and my
J'ai
whims
cru qu'il y avait une
alone.
créature à 3 yeux
Don't
rouges
ask her what
qui
she
était cachée dans les
wants,
buissons, mais en
just
fait non, c'est
slay
juste les 3
her.
petits points qui étaient en train de clignoter.
Is that all the advice you have? We don't even know what she looks like. Some specifics would be very helpful. She's just a princess. Don't overthink it. She is clearly not. She's coiling for another
N'empêche,
strike.
pour l'instant, on a
Be
réussi quand même à
somewhere
avoir que
else.
des princesses différentes.
We're on the back foot.
On n'a jamais eu 2 fois la même.
The back foot keeps us nimble, keeps us alive.
It doesn't matter if it keeps us alive, if it eventually kills us. We need to take back the momentum. We need to do something.
Attends,
This
sur la
isn't
table
going
pour
to work.
appliquer.
We're in her domain. We just have to stay alive.
If we keep dodging her forever, we're going to get tired. We're going to slip up. We have to take a risk. As the princess lunges from the shadows once more, you tighten her grip on the blade and lash out. It
On
strikes,
dirait un
cutting
claqueur.
deep, and the princess loses her focus, crying out in pained surprise as she crashes into you. You're sent sprawling and can already feel the massive bruise blossoming on your ribs as she scrambles back into the darkness. Ha! Look at that! We wounded her.
And she wounded us. Bad trade.
That hurt. Are you just the cornered animal you seem to be? Or could you be a rival?
She rears back, then leaps at you, more forceful, more ferocious, more serious. The scuffle is brief, and though you inflict a few deep wounds, you find yourself quickly overwhelmed by her savagery. You collapse to the floor, and she wastes no time before pouncing on you in a flurry of claws and blood, your nerves barely able to keep up with the onslaught. By the end, you're lying in a nest of your own intestines, spine severed, blood rapidly draining out onto the jungle floor. The princess, drenched in both her blood and yours, idly prods your body.
No, that's it then. Cornered animal it was. Do better next time. I still need to devour you. And it doesn't count if you're dead.
We're not dead, we're... But you don't have time to protest her premature observation of your death, because everything goes dark,
And you
and
die.
you die.
Chapitre 3. La tanière.
You're on a path in the wood.
Yeah, we are. And this time we're not gonna run until we die. We're taking her head on and we're winning.
You felt her. She didn't have a soft underbelly. She didn't have blind spots. What could we have done that would have saved us from her hunger?
When someone tries to make you dead, you have to hit them back. You have to show them your authority. There's nothing worse than a bully that thinks they own you.
Great. So you've been here before. That doesn't bode well. You're not supposed to have been here before. This is supposed to be one and done.
Oh, shut up. It bodes fine. You're the reason we're stuck in this shit situation. Now I have to do the hard work of dragging us out.
And how do you intend to do that?
We're going to fight her, and we're going to win. There's a reason she slinks around in the shadows.
Well, no complaints here. Now hold on. We're not just gonna let the fact that he knows things about this whole Lupin situation go, are we?
He's not important. He can have his secrets for all I care. She's killed us twice now, and that's enough of a reason for us to want her dead.
L'obstiné, c'est quand même un peu un connard. Le sentier a
Ground
changé.
is ground. It doesn't matter what shape it takes. We'll adapt. If it looks different, that's because the situation has started to spiral out of everyone's control. So please, disavow yourself of the notion that you can just come back here and fix this place if you manage to make a mess before that line of thinking leaves you yet another world in ruin. Though, as evidenced by you dying twice, it's safe to assume the fates of the worlds you've left behind don't concern you very much. Consider this your last opportunity to make things right, for you and for the rest of existence, but especially for you. We don't need your pep talk. I'll make sure we pull this off.
J'existe déjà réponse. Qu'est-ce qui se passe ici? Qu'est-ce que vous savez que
I've told you as much as I can without putting you at a disadvantage. If anything, I've told you too much. Like that grumbling voice said just a moment ago, you've already died by her hands twice. You shouldn't need much else in the way of motivation.
Et si on décidait de partir, qu'est-ce qui se passerait?
Yeah, she was still there last time. I'm not so sure she can free herself without our help. Maybe not quickly, but it's inevitable that cabin won't last forever.
Bon, qu'est-ce qu'on
Like I
fait?
said, we're going to fight her.
But we're so small.
We don't actually know how big she is. We just know she wants us to think she's big. And if she's going to treat us like prey again, then she is sorely underestimating us. One good wallop, that's all we need to put her on the defensive.
Peu importe ce qui doit arriver, toutes les réponses nous attendent visiblement à l'intérieur du chalet. Il est temps d'en finir avec cette histoire.
You make your way down to the cabin. Your fated confrontation awaits. You know what to do. We've already been over the plan. I'm not sure that use violence counts as a plan. It's a better plan than you had last time.
I don't like this, but I'll try to keep us breathing.
Entrer dans le chalet.
The interior is dark and overgrown. Vines and brush obscure so much of the place that,
C'est
had
très
you not
feuillu.
seen the exterior, you might not have noticed this was a cabin at all. The only furniture of note, if you could call it that, is a knotted stump, a pristine blade embedded in its exposed rings. The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you're going to do this right. Take it. We're not fighting a monster without a blade, even if it's not a very big one. Great. That mirror's back, and it's where the door is supposed to be. What are you talking about? There is no mirror. There's just the stump and a narrow tunnel that leads to the basement.
He isn't tricking us. Can you feel the wind? It's telling us there's a hole in that wall. Our eyes deceive us.
If that mirror's blocking our way, just smash it and be done with it.
Prendre
Yes,
la lame.
take the steel claw.
You pull the blade from the stump, gripping it tight. It would be difficult to slay the princess and save the world without a weapon. Good. One step closer to ending this.
S'approcher du miroir.
You step forward, approaching the small hole that leads to the basement, hesitating before you enter the princess's lair. You heard him. Stop hesitating and smash that antique.
That mirror isn't part of this place. It's seeped through from somewhere else.
It, if there even is an it, is a hallucination. Like you said, you've been here twice before. Your mind was bound to start playing tricks on you eventually. It went away after we reached out to it last time. Might as well try wiping it clean again. What's the harm? You reach forward and wave your hand over the open hole
Je me demande
leading
ce
to
qui
the
serait passé si
basement.
on avait essayé de le fracasser, le
See?
miroir.
Nothing. Tricks of the eye. No one sense can be trusted on its own.
Je commence à fatiguer.
You step forward into the darkness.
Je suis pas sûr qu'on va finir le jeu
If
ce
there were
soir.
once stairs leading into the basement, there is nothing left to attest to their existence now. There is only a long tunnel of packed earth, growing more narrow as you descend. It smells of mold and decay. The damp walls leave streaks of dirt along your body as you're forced to hunch, then finally squat down on all fours in order to continue. If the princess lives here, slaying her is probably doing her a favour. As you crawl forward on hands and knees, you're met only with the sounds of ambient earth. No voice slinks confidently up the stairs, no entity threatens violence or pleads for safety. Stay quiet. Don't give her a sound.
Gardez le silence et descendez l'escalier.
You say nothing, maintaining the silence as you carefully make your way down into the basement. The basement is dark and cavernous, a gaping maw threatening to swallow you whole. There is no light here, save for what little starlight has managed to filter down the tunnel. And though you can't see the vastness of the space, you can feel it. You're exposed. It doesn't matter if we can't see down here. We know where she is.
Avancer dans l'obscurité, se tenir prêt à en découdre.
You step into the shadows and are enveloped in total darkness. Your heart pounds in your chest, ears pricked, eyes wide despite the inky blackness, waiting for any sign of movement. There, she's about to strike. With the near silence
Whoa.
of a determined predator, the princess erupts from the shadows. Your victory out, swinging your blade, its tip intercepting her before she can draw first blood. She recoils, stunned for a brief moment. See, I told you. We needed to assert our might. We needed to prove to her that she can bleed too. She'll doubt her every move now. Her gleaming eyes watch you from the shadows, unblinking. There's fear in them now, but it is a fear wreathed in fury, and beneath it all lurks something far more primal. Hunger. Yes, she knows your strength now, and she wishes to devour it. How unseemly. I'd like to see her try. The princess lunges with even more ferocity than before. Both voices were right. Within that ferocity there is the clumsiness of doubt, a chaotic dance between impulse and restraint. Not a word is spoken between you and the princess as you exchange blows in the dark. The glint of bloody claws and fangs, the flash of wet steel. In the pit, all of your senses are heightened, each injury stinging like a chorus of insects, each small shift in your favor a major victory that swells your confidence. And yet, for all the wounds you've managed to inflict upon her, you remain at a stalemate. And then you start to lose ground. While your body slows, hers quickens, her wounds mending as she licks the blood of her prey from her dripping maw. So she really can devour our strength. Can we do something like that? All these wounds are starting to add up. Nah, screw that. We're not stooping to her level. We'll just have to give this our all, end it in one final hit.
We die if we do that. We have to make ourselves like her. We have to embrace instinct. She shifts towards you, her bloody grin shining in the dark. And then you see it. Your opening.
Take it. Put her down like the mindless beast she is.
Profitez de l'opportunité pour frapper en cœur.
You hurl yourself towards the princess, your movement too quick, too bold for her to intercept. You bury your blade deep in her chest.
Yes, yes, we're going out in a blaze of glory.
Nature doesn't have glory. This is just death. She howls in pain, retaliating with claws and teeth, desperately tearing, trying to devour you to make herself whole once again. Chunks of your flesh are torn away, feathers and blood and bits of gore splattering to the ground. But your work is already done. No sating of her ravenous hunger will be enough to mend her now. Though her flesh begins to seal itself around you, she cannot remove your blade from her heart. You and the princess collapse to the floor together, your bodies fused, entwined in a bloody mass of limbs and teeth.
Miam.
I wouldn't have it any other way.
As the two of you fade, a new emotion creeps into the princess's eyes. Something akin to shame. What have we done? They ask. I guess that's it. At least we saved the world. Right? Right? He's gone. Everything is gone, except her and us.
It doesn't matter. We won.
Le regard expressif de la princesse trahit à nouveau ses pensées. J'ai froid, je n'aime pas cette sensation. Vous n'avez pas l'occasion de répondre et vous ne l'aurez jamais. Il est temps de partir, la mémoire vous
She's
revient.
gone. Where did she go? Should we try and find her?
Oh,
And
on a
there's
débloqué
that
un succès
mirror
visiblement
again.
très rare.
Why is it here? Why now?
Frappe héroïque, vous conservez votre humanité en refoulant votre instinct dans une tanière sombre. Oh, intéressant. Ok. Voilà encore ce miroir. Pourquoi ici? Pourquoi maintenant? Tout va bien, vous devez me faire confiance. On est déjà venu ici, vous avez
But it
toujours
feels
peur.
so bad. Like looking into it right now is going to be the end of everything. That thing reeks of death.
Screw the mirror. We just need to find the princess.
Ce n'est pas la fin. L'entité qui se trouve de l'autre côté est aimable.
Okay. If you say so, we'll trust you. I'd like to be somewhere nice.
Pour l'instant, elle nous a toujours pas fait du mal.
Maybe there'll be a
l'entité.
good fight there. Maybe we'll find her again.
Ah, l'obstiné. S'approcher du miroir. Vous approchez du miroir. Contemplez votre reflet. Vous tendez la main dans un silence absolu. Les voix ont un niveau disparu. Le miroir les force toujours à partir. Mais vous devez voir ce qui se trouve à l'intérieur. Vous avez dépéri. Vous vous retrouvez à nouveau au cœur de la quiétude éternelle. Avancez vers le chalet. Vous êtes au chalet. L'approcher. Dirait un lion.
There's a world beyond the endless walls of the long quiet.
I am curious to see what it means for us to know it.
Pensez-vous que des gens vivent à l'extérieur?
It doesn't matter if there are. People are too small for us. You and I are the only things that interest me.
Pensez-vous qu'il y ait quoi que ce soit de réel à l'extérieur? Pensez-nous que nous sommes réels?
We are real. Nothing is an idea that dwells in the absence of something. But nothing cannot exist on its own. And because of that, nothing can't
Oh, ça fait mal à la
exist.
tête ce que tu dis. Que pensez-vous sur le spectacle?
This one is consumed by instinct, a dancer moving to the rhythm of the flesh. She will make for a ravenous heart. She wishes me to devour you, to make you a part of myself, but she is only a voice. Do not mourn her, for she is part of something greater.
Savez-vous ce qui se passera lors de votre réveil?
If I did, I would already be awake.
Lorsque je repars, je ne suis plus seule. Des voix me parlent en permanence. Certains font partie de moi, mais l'une d'entre elles est différente. Je l'appelle le narrateur. Il veut que je vous exécute. Avez-vous un narrateur, vous aussi? Est-ce que les réceptacles en avaient un?
No, their minds are empty, existent, but constantly shifting into something new. Do you think your narrator lives in the spaces beyond?
Je ne sais pas ce que je ferai quand je lui mettrai la main dessus. Oui, et quand je lui mettrai la main dessus, nous deviendrons enfin des personnes en question. Et je... Oui, et quand je lui mettrai la main dessus, nous deviendrons enfin des réponses à des
Do
questions.
not look to one who fears me for your truth. The only answers worth knowing are those we can find within ourselves.
Combien d'autres réceptacles dois-je vous rapporter?
One, whatever you bring me next will be enough.
Ah!
And then gravity will pull the others back to me. I will be singular, a final multitude.
Si c'est la dernière fois, avez-vous une demande particulière?
These gifts are a conversation, and each one shows me the contours of your heart. The only thing I want to see is what you choose for me when the thread is fully drawn.
Si c'est la dernière étape avant votre plein épanouissement, je ne vais pas y retourner, je vais plutôt rester ici.
You've already tried waiting, but I understand if you need more time. I'll wait with you.
Il est impossible d'attendre pour l'éternité. Très honnêtement, moi je suis en mode... Le narrateur il a pas vraiment été honnête avec nous. Il nous cache la vérité depuis le départ. Donc moi je serais d'avis de plutôt me ranger du côté de l'entité qui est comme nous, qui est paumé, qui sait pas, qui veut des réponses à ces questions. Et puis si on doit détruire le monde, bah, j'ai envie de dire tant pis, le narrateur il avait qu'à nous dire les choses. Comme je dis tous les jours les enfants, le savoir c'est le pouvoir. Je suis prêt à y retourner.
The next time I see you, each of us will finally know what we are. I will be here, waiting for you.
Faut que je trouve un nouveau chemin. Le monde autour de vous s'obscurcit et la vie ordonne. Everything is dark and you die. Une âme affamée a porté lui à tenir. Le roi et la princesse.
You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin. And in the basement of that cabin is a princess. You're here to slay her.
C'est plus sympa de
If you
découvrir par
don't,
soi-même.
it will be the
Mais là,
end
j'avoue
of
que
the
j'ai plus
world.
aucune idée de comment découvrir une nouvelle voie. Je m'excuse, hein, je suis un peu en train de lire des guides 100% qui existent sur Steam pour comprendre un petit peu la logique parce que, bah, encore une fois, je visualise pas trop comment faire. Si on a vraiment beaucoup en plus, hein. Ok, bah je pense que de savoir à peu près la run qu'on va faire. Hop. Ok. Donc je propose que on s'avance vers le chalet en silence.
You make your way up the short path.
Ploup. Entrer dans le chalet.
The interior.
Ploup. Ah, on peut pas descendre dans ce sol sans arme de toute façon. Donc
You take the blade from the table. It'd be rather difficult to slay.
hop, descendre dans ce sol. On est obligé de prendre la lame là pour celle-là.
The door to the basement creaks open.
Hop.
Good.
Continue de
You're
descendre.
still listening to reason.
Prendre votre courage à deux mains et avancer.
You step forward, your grip on the blade tightening as you steal.
Je suis désolée, peut-on au moins
You're
discuter?
so close. Don't give up. You've come this far. No, this is a good idea. Maybe we can de-escalate things.
Oh, threatened, are we? You poor thing. Drop the knife, and of course we can talk.
Lâchez la lame.
The blade tumbles out of your trembling hands and drops to the floor with an unceremonious clang.
Thank you. Maybe now we can just talk.
Against your better judgment, you step forward to speak with the princess face to face, unarmed. We'll be fine. I don't know what you're hoping to accomplish here, but I can assure you there's no reasoning with her. Just make sure you don't forget about the blade on the floor. You're going to need it.
So here we are. What an awkward start to a relationship.
Une relation, je rêve où vous me draguez.
Don't jump to any weird conclusions. We're two people who have met each other. By definition, we have a relationship.
Comment je pourrais vous sortir d'ici?
You can't. Don't bother.
I'm guessing you don't have the key then. I'm sure there's a key somewhere around here, and if there isn't... well, we can always put that knife to good use.
Her sharp eyes settle on the edge of the blade. She isn't suggesting what I think she's suggesting, right? She is. I'm sure of it.
Je suis ici parce qu'apparemment vous avez l'intention de détruire le monde.
Don't just tell her that.
That's cute. Do you believe that? Do you think I'm some sort of monster? If I'm supposed to be capable of ending the world, then how did I wind up here, chained to a wall? Have they told you why I'm allegedly so dangerous?
Non, et pour être honnête, j'aurais plus tendance à vous croire.
Sooner or later, you'll understand that I have your best interests at heart. Hopefully sooner.
How sweet. Now be a pal and help me get out of here, would you? We could figure out how to deal with them after I'm free. Fine. What do you want to know?
Autre question encore. Comment vous appelez-vous?
She hesitates before answering.
You can address me as Your Royal Highness, or Her Majesty. Any honorific should do, really.
Note the lack of detail. You can't trust her.
Hop. Depuis combien de temps êtes-vous enfermé ici?
Too long.
Again, she offers no specifics. No matter how hard you try, you'll never get a straight answer out of her.
Bon, on devra aussi discuter.
Oh, have you decided what to do with me?
You know why you're here.
Bon. Aussi à la princesse.
Doubt, unfortunately, clouds your thoughts as you attempt to run her through. A moment of distraction and hesitation is all she needed to sidestep your thrust and deliver a catastrophic blow to your jaw. It feels like you've been hit with a sledgehammer. You can feel bone grinding on bone where your jaw has been fractured.
Ah, miam.
Holy shit, that hurt! Though she's unarmed, the shock of that first strike is enough to stagger you, putting you and the princess on somewhat equal footing. Your blade slashes through the air again and again, and her fists connect with your body as many times or more, each impact as heavy as that first bone-crushing hit. We can still turn this around.
Finir le travail.
You and the princess stare at each other, both gasping for breath, equally exhausted. You probably won't make it out of here alive, but you can at least make sure that she won't make it out of here either.
On a un
Excuse me?
putain de poulet quand même.
Do you think this is what I wanted to happen? I have a duty to state the facts of the situation, and honestly, it's a miracle anyone is still standing right now. Can you not feel all those ruptured organs bouncing around in there? If the princess doesn't do our friend in herself, internal bleeding is certain to finish the job. The two of you clash for the final time. You feel your ribs break as she delivers a heavy blow, but you push through the pain, falling forward and sinking your blade deep into the princess's heart.
Oh.
The two of you fall to the floor.
This was fun.
The princess gasps, her voice an unhealthy rasp as her lungs start to fill with blood.
You put up more of a fight than I thought you would. But I have to wonder, do you really think this is the end?
But you don't have time to worry over such things. Everything goes dark, and you die.
Bon, finalement, on va peut-être pouvoir finir le jeu ce soir. Chapitre 2, l'adversaire. Ouais, alors j'ai vraiment
You're
juste
on a
regardé le
path
guide
in
juste
the
pour
woods,
avoir un
and at the
chapitre
end
2
of that
différent de
path
ceux qu'on a
is a
déjà
cabin.
vus.
And in the basement of that cabin is a
Parce que
princess.
j'estime qu'à
You're
partir du
here
moment où
to
on est dans un
slay
chapitre
her.
2 qu'on n'a jamais eu,
If you don't,
avoir un chapitre
it will be
3
the end
qu'on n'a
of the
jamais eu,
world.
c'est facile. Pardon, je suis désolée, je secoue un petit peu mon micro sans faire exprès. Mais j'ai déjà aussi la princesse, d'accord, elle aussi, elle m'a tué, mais je l'ai eue, c'est sûr, qu'est-ce que
I
je fais
can
encore
assure
ici?
you that you didn't slay her and that she didn't kill you. People don't just spring back to life after dying, and the two of us are meeting for the very first time. If he doesn't remember what happened, then maybe it's best to keep it that way. You know I can hear you, right? It's going to be a lot harder than you think to keep secrets from me.
Y'a pas de deuxième voix?
That's fine. It doesn't
Ah
matter if he
si,
can
c'est de
hear us.
nouveau le retour de
The only
l'obsédé.
thing that matters is marching up to that cabin and winning. That's the spirit. There's no point in squabbling when the real threat is just up that hill.
Avancer vers le chalet.
A warning before you go any further. She will lie, she will cheat, and she will do everything in her power to stop you from slaying her. Don't believe a word she says. Lying and cheating doesn't sound like her at all. Not that it matters. It's not like she can lie or cheat in the middle of a fight. Are you sure about that? The point of my warning wasn't to start an argument over what circumstances the princess is capable of lying in. It was to give you some broadly applicable advice. The princess will do and say whatever she thinks it will take to get her out of there. So don't trust her. Ever. Are we clear? Crystal. Let's just get on with it
L'accent
already.
sur le clear, il était tellement étrange que j'ai eu l'impression que le narrateur il disait everything is clear.
The cabin is tighter than its exterior would suggest. Its cold stone walls press in on you, as if trying to forcefully direct you towards your destination. The only furniture of note is a black iron altar with a pristine blade perched on its edge. The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right.
S'approcher du
You
miroir.
walk up to the wall next to the basement door. It's a wall. There isn't much to see here. What are you talking about? This isn't a wall. It's a mirror. Or at least it'll be a mirror once we wipe off that layer of grime.
Essuie le
You
miroir.
reach forward and rub your hand against the cabin wall. I hope you know how ridiculous you look right now. But there was a mirror a second ago. And now it's gone, so all of us can stop arguing about it and get to fighting.
Prendre la lame.
You take the blade from the altar. It would be difficult to slay the princess and save the world without a weapon.
Et descendre au sol. Les lourdes portes en pierre.
The door to the basement creaks open, revealing a rough stone staircase, its walls pressing at your sides and tightening as you descend. The air seeping from below is heavy and oppressive, with an almost sulfuric odor to it. If the princess lives here, slaying her would probably be doing her a favor.
Her fierce voice carries up the stairs.
Is that another challenger? Finally. It's been ages since I've had a good fight.
This isn't what she sounded like last time. Her voice is a little deeper, almost threatening. Good. Sounds like my kind of princess. As much as I appreciate the enthusiasm, just make sure you don't let your bloodlust get to your head. You need to stay focused and keep your wits about you. Remember, you're here to slay the princess,
En
not
fait, si,
to have a good
l'obstiné, il
fight.
peut être amoureux. Il s'entendrait bien avec les prix, je
As you
pense.
descend the final step, the form of the princess comes into view. A large shackle leading from her wrist to the basement wall.
Sa jupe est transparente, super.
Looks like she could rip those chains out of the wall without a second thought.
Oh, it's you again. I'd been hoping you'd find your way back here. Good to see that death doesn't stick for either of us. And you brought your little knife, too. Yes. I'm going to have fun breaking you into little pieces.
J'espère que vous avez tout entendu, monsieur le narrateur. C'est très différent de notre dernière rencontre, mais en tout cas, elle a bel et bien eu
What's
lieu.
that? Oh, that whole déjà vu situation. Yes, it does seem
Déjà vu.
like you and the princess remember each other, so let's say for a moment that I do believe you. For all we know, whatever happened to you last time was just a fluke, and beyond that, do you know who doesn't remember anything that happened last time? Me. I don't remember what happened last time.
Are you okay?
Of course I'm not okay. As far as we're all concerned, the fate of my world is still very much on the line. Not all of us have the luxury of jumping over to a parallel universe the second we die.
Vous avez l'air différente.
You look exactly the same.
Alors vous, vous souvenez de moi.
Oh, I remember you all right. Best 3 minutes of my life. So, why don't we do it again?
See? She wants to fight us again. There's no reason for us to stand around talking.
Je ne dis pas que je refuse de combattre, mais avant toute chose, nous avons tous les deux des points à tirer au clair. Comment se fait-il que nous soyons encore en vie pour commencer?
What is there to unpack? I was dead and now I'm not, and the same goes for you. There. Unpacking done. Don't you get it? We've been given free rein to wail on each other. Forever.
Couldn't have said it better myself.
Putain, ils s'entendent bien avec l'obstiné, hein. Génial ce qui est arrivé depuis notre dernière rencontre, mais je refuse de combattre une géante démoniaque. Adieu, tourner les talons et
Oh,
partir.
you've got another thing coming if you think you can just turn around and leave.
As you step towards the stairs, you hear the heavy creak of straining metal, and then a snap. She's loose. You have to make a decision, and you have to make it fast.
Est-ce qu'il est
As
sur
the
le côté
princess
contre
barrels
le
towards you, you do your best to maneuver between the tight walls of the basement. You do your best to outplay her, slashing out and leaving red cuts in the tattered remains of her white dress. But you have little room to maneuver. For every glancing blow you manage to land, she slams you against the wall in retaliation, each impact threatening to be the last. little dance isn't working. Just toughen up and overpower her. She's throwing us around like a ragdoll. I think overpowering her is a little out of the question.
La musique est stylée là.
Did you think you could stop me with a few cuts? All this dancing around is doing nothing but annoying me. I own this place, and I own you.
The princess's arm shoots forward, her palm wrapping around your head, fingers gripping your skull.
Oh, ça va être dégueulasse. Oh, ça va être dégueulasse. Je sens qu'en combinaison, ça va être
How
dégueulasse.
disappointing.
She squeezes,
Oh.
pressure unbearable as her fingers dig into your scalp. The last thing you hear is the unsettling crack of your skull,
J'ai
and
mal à
the
la tête.
sickening churn of
Ah
what
bah.
was your grey matter. Everything goes dark,
Dark. And you
and
die.
you die.
Ah, merci. Dieu merci, nous sommes morts. Le chat de l'aiguille.
You're on a path in the wood. If you weren't so damned afraid of what she'd do to you, we wouldn't have died back there.
Fear is good. Fear keeps us alive. We died because you didn't have enough of it.
So what? You'd have us cower in a corner?
No, but that place suits her better than it suits us. She's big. We can't hope to find holes and openings down there. We need more room if we're going to survive.
Are you suggesting luring her into the woods? Do you have any idea how dangerous that would be? If you lose sight of her, if she manages to slip away, that's it. Game over for everyone, yourself included. Are you not challenging us on all the looping? Have you known about it the whole time? Are you the same one we've been talking to since the beginning? Sorry to disappoint what I'm sure must feel like a grand revelation, but that's not what's going on here. We've never met.
It doesn't matter. We could go in circles forever. I
Est-ce
don't
qu'il dit
like
vraiment
staying
la
still for
vérité,
too
le
long.
narrateur?
Let's get to the cabin. See this through.
It's good to know that at least one of you is still capable of reason.
We may have the same destination, but we're not the same. You are still an other, and I don't trust you.
Nous ne sommes pas attardés sur le changement qu'a subi cette horreur. Nous devons vraiment encore parler de bois. C'est comme si le monde entier
It's
subissait son
evidence of one
influence.
of many ticking clocks. You can't let her spread any further.
Things are always changing. She changed, the cabin changed, we've changed. Why wouldn't the woods change too?
Because they're not supposed to have changed. This is supposed to be a path in the woods. If it's not, it means something's gone horribly wrong.
Et si je refuse sur le point, si je préfère.
You're the chooser. The best we can do is advise. But we can help if you let us.
These are just powerless thoughts and opinions. You don't need to let them drag you and the world to ruin.
Pas croire que rêver toutes les réponses ne sont des mains. Nanana. J'en ai plein d'autres toute cette histoire. Salut, tournez les points. On va partir. J'avoue que j'ai la flemme de jouer le gars qui a la flemme.
It isn't long before you find yourself at the end of the
On arrive
path,
bientôt à minuit.
staring up the hill at the cabin.
Plus après minuit,
I
genre
hope you've
comme
given
je suis
serious
centré.
thought to your predicament. No last advice for us?
On n'est pas loin de la fin.
Words of warning? From what I gather, you've heard it all before. There's no use screaming into the wind. I don't know, screaming sounds pretty good right about now. I could use a little catharsis.
Catharsis is for when we're finished. For now, we need to hold it out in front of us, something to chase.
Entrez dans le chalet.
The interior of the cabin is suffocatingly tight, more
Ah,
of a
ça, c'est
glorified
très drôle.
tunnel than a building. Its stone walls squeeze against your sides, leaving you no choice but to press forward. The only furniture of note is an iron altar jutting out from the wall, a pristine blade perched on its edge. The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you're going to do
ça
this
veut
right.
dire immaculé.
See,
Bonjour.
we have
à
even less space
l'immaculé
than before.
cunt.
We need space or she'll kill us. And the only space is out there. Take it.
Mais il est impossible d'aller plus loin, c'est un cul-de-sac avec un simple miroir au bout.
Maybe it'll go away again.
For something to go away, it would have to be there to begin with. Let me assure you, there's no mirror here. The only thing at the end of the room is the door to the basement.
Je suis pas
No use
claustro,
arguing.
mais j'avoue que là,
Mirror or not, we
la
need
situation
to be
n'est pas
there.
bien à l'aise. Hein.
The why we pick doesn't matter.
I agree with the freak. Let's get a move on already. And worst comes to worst, we can smash it.
Prendre la lame.
You take the blade from the altar. It will be
Stab,
difficult
stab.
to slay the princess and save the world without a weapon. Good. There's no overcoming her without it. We need every part of us to survive, and that steel claw is as much a part of us as any.
Hop. S'approcher du miroir.
You step forward and approach the door to the basement, hesitating before you open it, as if you don't see it. You're rather committed to the bit, aren't you? The door's right there, it's right in front of you. This really is just like last time.
It smells of nothing, yet it's still there.
Le
You bring your
fracassé.
fist crashing down against the door leading to the basement. It swings open, scraping against the floor as it reveals the dim
Moi j'ai
path
tenté de
ahead.
voir ce qui se passait si on essayait de fracasser le
Why am
miroir.
I not surprised? It was in our way, and now it's not. That's all that matters.
Before you is what may as well be a sheer cliff face. There are enough footholds that you'll be able to clamber your way to the bottom, but it will require careful effort.
En tout cas la musique elle est chambée je trouve.
The
Par
air
contre, je
hissing
dis,
up from below
là on
is
est bientôt à la fin
warm
du
and wet,
jeu.
like the breath of
Très
an enemy
clairement, on
locked
va
in
essayer de se
close
finir
quarters.
avant de couper le live.
If the princess lives here, slaying her is probably doing her a favor.
Her voice, bold and fierce and impatient, echoes from the chamber below.
Do you have more fight in you than last time? That was such a disappointing show. I know you can do better than that.
Goad her, rile her up. If she's angry, she'll make mistakes.
Tu vas donner donc
That's
m'affronter.
not how this works. I'm all chained up, remember? How about you come down here and fight me?
Those chains were nothing to her last time.
There'll be
bien.
nothing to her this time.
J'aime bien le jeu
But
des
we
signes.
need to show ourselves first to make her boil over. Fine by me.
Continue jusqu'au sous-sol.
You've nowhere to go but down.
You start the difficult journey, gripping the stone, lowering yourself foot by grueling foot.
But soon, there is solid ground beneath you. Remember, every crack and crevice will need to be faster than her. You turn to face what lies at the end of the narrow tunnel. The
princess, imposing and tightly muscled, grins back at you from the darkness. Her face widens into a broad grin.
There you are, knife in hand. How thrilling! Attack me, bleed me, twist the blade in my flesh, break your bones against my body. I want a real challenge this time.
We can't get that close. She'll kill us in the tight space, steel claw or not. Make her come to us, stand beyond her chains, let her become frenzied. She'll break them. Then we run. I really don't like the sound of this. It's the only way we live.
Well, what are you waiting for? If we're gonna do this right, you can't be scared. You need to want this as much as I do. So go on. Make the first move. Don't keep me waiting.
Elle a des sacrées cuisses. J'aimerais tellement avoir les mêmes. Et si on discute un peu, on pourra toujours battre après. Mais d'abord, j'ai des questions à vous poser. J'aimerais savoir ce qui s'est passé après ma mort la dernière fois. Pas ici si c'est moi que vous voulez, alors venez me chercher. Si vous voulez un combat digne de ce nom. Si vous voulez un combat digne de ce nom, si vous voulez vraiment que je donne le meilleur de moi-même, alors il faut un endroit plus spacieux. Oh, on est en mode ras la casse qui boule, on fonce dans le tas.
Change your plans, boys. Impatient. This is her home, not ours. You're going to let her kill us. You charge headlong into the princess, blade flashing in the dim light of the basement.
Elle veut un affrontement, elle va l'avoir.
Yes, 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 yes!
Oh,
Finally,
mommy!
you get it!
Regarde-moi ces
For a moment, the
cuisses!
scales feel balanced, each of you inflicting debilitating wounds on the other, striking in a dizzying synchronicity. But it isn't long before they tip in her favor. The cuts and bruises you've inflicted seem little more than superficial, barely so much as slowing her down as she continues her onslaught. You, in contrast, are finding it harder to stand as your body gradually becomes less responsive, less powerful, less stable. You can tell she's trying to make it last, but all it would take is one meaningful strike. The coup de grâce.
Ses épaules, ses bras. Regardez-moi ces abdos, putain,
This is
faire
good,
cuire des
but you could have
steaks.
been so much better. I'm beyond you now.
Mais
Here it
suis un
comes.
bégaiement, je commence à
I'll see you all
fatiguer.
on the other side.
Il n'y aura pas d'autre vie, ni maintenant ni jamais. Il est temps pour vous partir, la mémoire vous revient.
She's gone. Where did she go? Should we try and find her? And there's that mirror again. Why is it here? Why now?
Oh, on n'a pas le temps, vous approchez du miroir. Vous approchez du
This-
miroir.
This doesn't feel right. It feels different. Final.
Bah oui, c'est la fin.
Thing reeks of death. Screw the mirror. We just need to find the princess.
Les voix se font de plus en plus distantes à mesure que vous approchez du miroir. Vous contemplez votre reflet. Vous tendez la main dans un silence absolu. Les voix ont à nouveau disparu. Le miroir les force toujours à partir, mais vous devez voir ce qui se trouve à l'intérieur. Ah, et maintenant le curseur c'est un oiseau. Un être humain. Mais c'est impossible, vous ne pouvez pas être rien. Vous regardez plusieurs sentiments et vous finissez par la voir. Une silhouette cachée dans l'ombre juste derrière vos reflets. Est-ce que
I
vous
think
êtes
you
moi?
know what I am.
Une fissure apparaît au centre du miroir et dévie sa surface. Puis une autre fissure se forme, et une autre, et encore une autre, jusqu'à ce que le miroir ne soit plus qu'un tas de fragments. le narrateur, je me demandais quand je vais enfin. Je sais que si vous êtes comme moi, si vous n'êtes pas moi, vous êtes quoi alors? J'ai un tas de questions à poser. Les questions complètement à l'ouest. Je suis désolée, je n'ai pas envie de les expliquer. Encore une fois, c'est j'arrête de me regarder et de me poser des questions. Chaque fois que je me pose une question, c'est comme ça vraiment me détruit. Faites-vous partie de moi ou êtes-vous extérieur? C'est vous qui m'avez envoyé sa princesse, pourquoi? Je vous ai rencontré à une petite reprise, avez-vous toujours été le même? J'étais pas censée voir tout ça, pas vrai? C'est quoi cet endroit où juste où est-ce qu'on est? Donc le narrateur, je me demandais quand je vois.
The narrator, yes. I suppose that's my job, isn't it? You needed help after all, an objective voice to guide your blade. But you were never supposed to see me. I wonder how many worlds you've damned to extinction to fall this far.
Faites-vous partie de moi ou
No,
êtes-vous
I'm
extérieur?
not a part of you. But that's all a matter of perspective, isn't it? From one vantage point I must seem wholly foreign, but from another, well, all the versions of me that have existed have collectively heard your every thought and driven your every action. If that isn't being part of you, then what is?
D'autres versions de vous, ce n'est pas la première fois que vous en parlez, alors je rencontrais vraiment différentes personnes mieux. Je vous ai rencontré à de multiples reprises, avez-vous toujours été le
I
même?
haven't, and that's by both necessity and design. This construct you're in exists in many places at once. Anytime you failed, anytime you thought yourself dead, it would restart and shunt both your consciousness and hers into another world. But you'll be awake soon, and then it won't be able to work like that anymore.
Et c'est quoi ma véritable
You're the
identité?
long quiet, the god I made to rid the world of death.
Ah oui, c'est ça l'histoire! C'est vrai, j'avais complètement oublié. Et la princesse qui est-elle? Vous l'avez fabriquée elle aussi?
She is the shifting mound, the ebb and flow, the capacity to change. She is transformation, or most of it.
Her nature is why I had to die, for she becomes that which others perceive her to be. But an echo can't perceive things, not in the way that people can. So I tucked a part of myself into the folds of this construct to guide you. This isn't the end just yet. You can still destroy her and save everyone. You were made to do this single task, and you will still have a chance to fulfill your purpose once I'm gone.
Pourquoi vouloir débarrasser le monde de
If
la
you
mort?
need to ask that question, there's nothing I can say to move you. You haven't died. You cannot die. So you cannot grasp the abject horror of dying.
Bah, j'ai quand même eu mal à plusieurs reprises quand je suis mort, donc bon... Chaque fois que j'essayais de vous poser des questions, vous étiez muets comme une tombe. Qu'est-ce qui vous rend si loquace tout à coup?
Her nature is to become what others perceive her to be. If you actually knew what she was, if you knew her capabilities, a single intrusive thought could have instantly ended the entire world.
Il y a quand même beaucoup de questions. Hein. Et si on ne quitte pas cet endroit, est-ce que c'est vrai? Est-ce qu'on peut rester ici ensemble et laisser les habitants des mondes extérieurs en paix?
It wouldn't work. Her nature as the shifting mound makes it so nothing can last forever as it is now. It wouldn't matter how long the two of you waited. Eventually she would find a way to leave. And then everything would change. Everything would face oblivion. And until then, the clock ticks on.
Il y a beaucoup de trucs. Êtes-vous un dieu ou plutôt en étiez-vous un?
In life I was painfully mortal, a witness to the end of days. I held the fear of death in my heart and saw oblivion threaten the very memory of everything I knew and everyone I loved.
C'est un peu égoïste du coup comme
I needed
décision.
to do something, so I made you, and I made her, and I made this place to hold you both.
reste plus que 2 questions, on est d'accord. Êtes-vous certain que l'un entière n'empirera pas la
Of course
situation?
there could be worse. I saw a glimpse of a better world and I did what I could to make it real. Anything is better than oblivion. In the end, nobody wants to leave.
Je n'ai pas encore décidé de ce que je vais faire, j'attends d'entendre ce qu'elle pense de tout ça.
I've said my piece, and my time is up.
Connard.
I'm just an echo, and every echo fades away. You know
Connard
what you have to
égoïste.
do.
Je maintiens que c'est très égoïste. Mieux, la mort ça fait souffrir, alors je vais supprimer le concept de mort. À l'instant, le dernier mot du numéro se désintègre, vous percevez avec une acuité accrue. Narrateur avait raison, vous êtes la quiétude éternelle, un nouveau Dieu très puissant, et il est temps que vous ouvriez les yeux. Tout cela, c'est vous. Vous rendre au chalet une dernière fois. Lorsque vous avez arrivé au centre de tout, aucun réceptacle n'est présent. Vous n'avez plus rien à découvrir.
I can finally see you.
Flashbang.
And you can finally see me. It's been so long, and my heart has ached for this moment. I've missed you dearly.
Connaissez-vous l'écho? Avez-vous entendu notre discussion?
Every word you spoke found its way to me. I know him, and I know his construct. He was deluded by his fear of death. Pay him no mind.
Je suis la quiétude éternelle, je ne suis pas certaine de ce que ça signifie.
Names are their attempts to capture that which cannot be captured. They call me the shifting mound, a pale imitation of what I actually am.
Que fait-on maintenant?
Ever the passive player, always reacting and never acting. But it's woven into your nature, isn't it? When the echoes spun us from one into two, he gave you a choice and me a role to play. I am not death, but I contain it in my multitudes. So, will you attempt to destroy me and bring about a world devoid of death and the possibility of meaning? Or will you open the final doors to our liberation?
Laissez tomber sur le plutôt comme ça. Vous n'avez pas votre mot à dire. Pourquoi est-ce à moi de prendre une décision? Nous devons en discuter. J'ai beaucoup de questions. Je ne peux pas prendre de décision sans aucune réponse. Si je voulais sortir sur la fin du monde, je ne peux pas faire ça. C'était décidé ainsi. Quel intérêt que je fasse tout seul? Les chemins que j'empruntais avaient-ils une quelconque importance si elles menaient tous à cet instant précis? Il doit y avoir une autre solution. Je refuse de croire que mes seules options soient de vous détruire ou de vous laisser sortir. Je ne ferai ni l'un ni l'autre. Je pense qu'il est temps pour nous qui décidera, mais je ne sais pas comment et encore moins où aller. Attendez 2 secondes, je crois que j'entends un chat. Effectivement, le matou voulait rentrer. Et le matou est rentré. Parce qu'il a fait miaou. Et maintenant, il est bien installé. Ça va mon chat? Bon alors. Si vous étiez destiné à devenir ainsi, quel était l'intérêt que je fasse tout ça? Les chemins que j'empruntais avaient-ils une quelconque importance s'ils menaient tout cet temps précis?
If you're saying that, it's because you don't yet understand. But we cannot use words alone to grasp at things that words cannot express. And you cannot rationalize with logic that which defies it. Violence and passion are dances that both of us know well. If this is what it takes to enlighten you, then so be it.
I crush you. I bleed you. I grind you to paste. My scars are a memory of what you used to be to me. I want those feelings back. You fight, but you fight as a shadow. I crush you because I have to. Because there is no honesty in mercy. Who lost and who won when you entered my cave? You died on the floor. But my soul wept in ways your body couldn't. But in the disappointment of my victory, you gave me a new challenge to face within myself. Without obstacles to overcome, we stagnate into nothing.
Projeter son point de vue, je ne céderai pas à la violence.
But violence has defined the flow of everything between us. Do not deny what we are, and do not color our conflict with fear.
C'est vrai qu'on a fait beaucoup de drogues qui étaient basées sur la violence.
You are devoured. Pray for something bigger than you that stalks and slinks in shadows. But we had a dance unfinished. And in the pitch black of the earth, we found it at the tips of claws and the edge of blades. The dance is its own truth. It is the movement that matters, not the pause you mistake for an ending.
Gardez le silence.
But you say nothing.
Boundless torrent of blades catch you from boundless angles. You are a body. You are gory ribbons. You are a body again. And you feel all of it. On and on it goes until your bodies are not your thoughts, are not you. Alive, dead, alive, dead, alive, dead, then alive and dead, and alive and dead, all at once. You learn to put yourself away, and in your stillness you rose above me. You died countless steely deaths, and you lived countless short lives, and yet it is all so far behind you. I pushed you to a greatness you never would have reached without me.
affirmer votre indépendance, aussi de me faire croire que le monde ne peut exister sans vous, mais mon existence n'a pas été remise en cause par votre disparition.
Have you? Or is what you think of as independence merely an illusion? Without me, you can have no contrast. And without contrast, you have no shape.
Your letter takes a stake into your body, and another, and another, and another. Do I miss your heart because I can't stand to see it go? But the stakes meant nothing to you. You had a desire, and you set that desire free. You lifting me and me lifting you, forever and ever and ever. Consumed by true belief, there was nothing that could hold us back.
Tentez de vous servir de votre humanité commune. Vous parlez de vie, de mort, de changement, de stagnation, mais tout cela n'a rien à voir avec ce qui nous est arrivé.
Oh, is it not? Perhaps you can enlighten me. Lain upon a web of nerves, the shade of a beautiful beginning we can never return to. You knew me, and I knew you, even more than either of us know each other now, and you chose to pull apart that weave. But you did not choose to end me. We were still one, but we were also separate, and we were free. We were as we are. Will you excise that part of yourself now that you see me from yet another angle?
Gardez le silence.
And so your quietude continues.
Votre affrontement se fait moins brutal et la princesse se détend. Elle vous sourit et est là où elle se tient. De là où elle se tient, cette pause est la bienvenue.
Nothing is immutable. Everything that is exists only in relation to everything it isn't. There is no constant. There is no center. Open your eyes and accept what we are. We can leave this prison together.
Pensez-vous qu'il arrivera si on part d'ici?
This universe dies, and a new one is born. And that one dies, and a new one is born. And you and I get to witness it all, weaving a tapestry of life wherever we go.
Je n'ai jamais voulu me battre contre vous, mais comment quitter cet endroit?
Nothing brings me greater joy than to hear those words. The final peace lies with you.
Vous libérez. Vous sombrez en vous-même. Le corps d'une ancienne créature sort de son hibernation et une sensation jusqu'alors inimaginable envahit vos membres. Tout ce qui se trouve ici et qui n'est pas elle n'est autre que vous. Ça fait mal à la tête quand même un petit peu ce jeu. Quand même. Il est pas mal. Il est assez philosophique. Mais... Ah, il peut faire mal à la tête. Vous sentez vos ailes dont l'envergure est celle d'une galaxie recroquevillée et extrêmement douloureuse dans cette dimension étriquée. Il fait tellement philosopher ce jeu qu'il me fait vraiment mal à la tête. Le verre de la création se referme sur vous, vous en sert de tout. côté et par tous les angles possibles. Vous le repoussez de toutes vos forces. Mais le ver résiste.
I love you.
Lui prendre la main. La tension se libère d'un seul coup. Attention, c'est psychédélique. Vous êtes libre et elle est à vos côtés.
It's magnificent.
C'est des plantes! C'est des plantes qui sont en train de pousser. Il n'y a aucun mot, aucune pensée capable de décrire la réalité de ce qui est tout simplement. C'est des putains de plantes en train de pousser. Que va-t-il se passer maintenant?
Everything. Just like it always has been. And just like it always will be.
Avancer vers l'infini. Vous avancez vers un millier d'aubes et de crépuscules qui en contiennent chacun un millier d'autres. Vous existez et vous êtes doué de conscience. Il s'agit là d'une réalité immuable dans le passé comme dans le futur. Vous sentez que ça commence à devenir compliqué pour moi de lire. S'il est dans votre nature d'entrer régulièrement en conflit, vous deux ne connaîtrez jamais ni la solitude ni la peur. Vous êtes enfin à votre place tous les deux. Succès, il n'y a pas de fin, seulement de nouveaux départs. Il était quand même mal à la tête. Le jeu. Monsieur... franchement, j'aurais pas dû y jouer aussi tard. Hein. Parce que du coup, j'avais du mal à réfléchir, mais... Très sincèrement, le jeu t'amène quand même à te poser des questions, je trouve. Parce que l'écho, il voulait créer un monde où il n'y aurait plus de notion de mort. C'était très louable à lui d'enlever la souffrance de la mort. Mais du coup, ça crée la souffrance de l'immortalité. Du coup, en fait, d'une certaine manière, il n'y a pas vraiment de réponse à cette question. La mort, elle amène de la souffrance, mais l'immortalité en amène aussi. Et on a plein d'exemples dans la fiction qui montrent qu'effectivement, la mort est d'une certaine manière nécessaire. Parce qu'il y a plein d'œuvres narratives qui montrent que un être immortel, il peut souffrir de sa condition d'immortel. Et je vais pas mentir que c'est un concept que j'ai plutôt bien internalisé et qui du coup transparaît dans l'un de mes personnages. Parce que pour du coup ceux qui me suivaient un petit peu sur les autres réseaux, etc. et tout, j'écris des histoires, etc. et tout. Et l'une d'elles notamment, merci d'avoir joué à notre jeu. Pour vous remercier, nous vous offrons le lien vers quelques pistes si vous souhaitez créer votre propre playlist. Si vous souhaitez faire une curiosité, vous pouvez aussi interface en appuyant H. Ok. Et du coup, ouais, ce que je disais, c'est qu'il y a une de mes histoires où le personnage principal, c'est... Maintenant que vous avez terminé l'histoire une première fois, vous avez également accès à la galerie pour vous y rendre. Blablabla. La galerie est remplie d'indices pour vous aider à trouver de nouveaux réceptacles et d'autres interactions, essayez de la remplir. Bon, ça, je le ferai hors stream, je pense. Je disais que, en fait, le personnage, c'est littéralement une déesse de tout, de la création, de la destruction de la vie, de la mort, etc. et tout, patati patata, patati patata. Sauf qu'en fait, le truc, c'est que elle a reçu ces pouvoirs-là à genre 4 ans, qu'elle a jamais voulu de ces pouvoirs-là, et que du coup, elle passe sa vie à souffrir parce qu'en plus, elle n'a pas un passé facile. Bref, je ne spoil pas et tout. Mais du coup, là où je voulais en venir, c'est que vraiment, cette notion de souffrir de l'immortalité, elle existe. Sinon, on ne l'écrirait pas. Disons que je vais pas m'inventer un rôle ou quoi, parce que je suis pas la première à utiliser ça dans la fiction. Il y en a plein d'autres qui sont passés avant moi et je ne saurais pas vous citer qui a été la première personne à remettre en cause le principe même d'immortalité et de proposer un personnage qui souffre de cette immortalité. Tout ça pour dire que c'est bien gentil de vouloir créer un monde sans mort, mais c'est une fausse connerie. Par contre, et c'est là où du coup le fait que je sois fatiguée ne m'aide pas beaucoup à réfléchir, est-ce que la solution proposée par la princesse était vraiment la bonne? Va savoir. Est-ce qu'il aurait mieux valu la tuer? Va savoir. Créer votre playlist, jouer à un autre jeu, revenir au menu principal. Et voilà. Et ben en vrai c'était plutôt cool. Je vais pas vous mentir que dans souvenir. Ouais. Je vais pas vous mentir que je vais là où il y a plein de collectibles, mais je vais pas vous mentir que je le ferai peut-être de mon propre côté. Le roi, la princesse, espace entre les mondes, l'ultime dénouement, demoiselle, choix d'avance. Pas besoin de sauver le monde pour connaître une fin heureuse. Nombreuses sont les raisons pouvant amener un esprit à s'attarder dans ce monde. Parmi elles, les flammes dévorantes de la passion et le flot dévorant du non-dit. Après avoir assisté aux pires horreurs de ce monde comparable à une prison, rien ne vous empêche de repartir les mains vides. Parfois seulement de rompre un cercle vicieux et de se montrer vulnérable. Comment pourriez-vous la connaître puisque vous ne l'avez jamais rencontrée? Libérer une prisonnière froide et sévère. Exécutez-la sans la moindre hésitation. Mourir pathétiquement aux mains d'une prisonnière impitoyable. Anges et démons, des êtres fiers taillés dans la même étoffe, mieux vaut ne pas les offenser. On peut toujours défier son Dieu, mais la cause est perdue d'avance, il n'y a pas de honte à échouer. Parfois les blessures que l'on s'inflige nous amputent d'une partie de notre âme. Abattez votre pire cauchemar ou succombez aux mains d'un fantôme de votre passé. Ouais. Mais ouais, du coup, ce que je disais, c'est que là, tout ce qui va être un petit peu collectible, je le ferai très certainement de mon propre côté. Tac. Hop.
En ce moment, profitez de la promo Bonjour
Ah bah.
jusqu'à moins 15% sur le vol.
J'aime beaucoup. Je reviens sur le truc de lo-fi et il veut pas. Attendez, hop. Hop. Voilà. Et attendez 2 petites secondes que je mette quand même la musique pour la fin. Parce que ce serait triste de pas l'avoir. Enfin, moi je trouve ça triste perso. Tac. Hop. Tac. Touc. Boum. Boum. Hop. Hop. Clac, clic, clouc. Je suis désolée, hein, hop. Je pourrais n'en rien avoir rien à foutre, mais voilà. Du coup, je remercie quand même à ceux qui ont pu être présents, d'avoir regardé ce live. C'était un peu le chaos au niveau technique, mais je vous promets que je vais essayer de faire en sorte de régler ce souci pour la prochaine fois. Du coup, comme je disais un petit peu en intro, il y a un monde où je risque de faire des lives, mais qui auront juste pour but de régler les soucis techniques et pas forcément de proposer du contenu. Voilà. Et du coup, pour la prochaine fois, dans la mesure où on a fini Slay the Princess, et comme je vous en parlais la dernière fois, entre guillemets, on est un peu en avance sur le planning, etc. Donc, ce que je peux vous proposer, et du coup ça rentre dans le planning de mai. Ce que je peux vous proposer, c'est que soit on fera du Legburg Legacies, mais ça risque d'être un petit peu comme Stardew Valley du coup. Ça va être des jeux de gestion, etc. Donc ça va être des jeux qui reviendront régulièrement, mais à des fréquences qui peuvent être assez espacées, parce qu'on va pas se mentir, Stardew Valley, ça fait combien de temps qu'on n'y a pas touché, mais il faudra quand même qu'on y revienne. Enfin, moi j'ai très envie de continuer à Stardew Valley avec vous. Ou alors on se fera du coup du Portal, ou bien on reprendra la ferme, hein, pourquoi pas éventuellement. Sachant que si on se fait du Portal, on risque de s'enchaîner Portal 1 et Portal 2. Je sais pas du tout combien de temps ça va nous prendre, donc il faudra éventuellement que j'avise. Et éventuellement on pourra aussi prendre un petit peu d'avance sur le planning de mai, avec l'éventualité de jouer à Céleste. Donc je verrai. Mais très concrètement, je pense que je vais pas non plus trop prendre d'avance sur le planning de juin et juillet. Donc du coup, tout ce qui va être Cozy Grove, Tunic et The Little Nightmare, je vais les garder plutôt pour les 2 derniers mois. Surtout que, a priori, mois de juin et juillet, je devrais quand même avoir du temps de dispo, beaucoup plus que ce que j'en ai maintenant. Parce qu'on va pas se mentir, là, on est quoi, le 15 mars? Pardon, on a commencé le live, on était le 14, là on est le 15. Mais du coup, on est genre mi-mars, je suis pas sûre de pouvoir refaire un live ce mois-ci. Donc ça nous amènerait à avril. Donc en fait techniquement on prendrait pas vraiment d'avance sur le planning si on repart sur avril. Mais du coup les mois d'avril et mai risquent d'être assez chargés. Donc il y a un monde où je pourrais pas assurer les lives. Mais juin et juillet, normalement j'aurai plus de temps de dispo. Parce que j'aurais fini mon année, etc. et tout, d'une part. Et d'autre part, parce que j'aurai un emploi du temps beaucoup plus souple. Même si j'aurai quand même des obligations. Mais ça devrait être plus chill, on va dire. Voilà. Je crois que c'est tout ce qu'il y avait à dire. Et éventuellement, je vais peut-être réfléchir à... Parce que du coup, comme je disais, je pense que les Draw and Chill, je vais pas forcément les lancer pour cette saison. J'attendrai peut-être la saison prochaine. Mais du coup, ça veut dire qu'il faut que je trouve par quoi les remplacer. Parce que là, techniquement, si je regarde au niveau du planning, sur le planning de mars, on avait Slay the Princess, Draw and Chill, Stardew Valley. Donc ça veut dire que je peux d'ores et déjà remplacer un Draw and Chill. Et sur le planning de mai, c'est pareil, j'ai du Stardew, du Draw and Chill et du Céleste. Et sur le planning de juin, j'ai du Stardew, du Draw and Chill et du Cozy Grove. Donc, je vais regarder un petit peu ce que j'ai. Parce qu'il faut aussi noter que par exemple, j'ai un peu craqué, j'ai pris Mewgenix parce que ça me tentait bien et ça me tentait bien de le faire avec vous. Je me suis dit, oh ça va, tranquille, je vais lancer une petite run pour me prendre la main sur le jeu et puis après je le ferai en stream. J'ai déjà pas mal avancé dans le jeu. Voilà. Donc bon, on verra. De toute façon, j'ai une bibliothèque longue comme un jour sans fin. Donc je trouverais bien un truc. Du coup, sur ce, je vais vous dire bonne nuit. Je suis fatiguée. C'était cool de finir le jeu. Je vais pas vous mentir, je suis claquée. Et je vous dis à la prochaine fois, en espérant que d'ici là, j'aurai réglé les soucis techniques avec OBS. Ciao ciao.